Alrighty, we are back on the Ultimate Champion grind. Our goal today is going to be to get up to the Champion League, which I'm imagining shouldn't be too difficult because we're at a golden step. We need about 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 7 more wins, and maybe if we're lucky, we can even climb up a little bit in the Champion League. And I think Grand Champion is a little bit of a stretch for today, but we're gonna do our best. So without further ado, we'll jump into the first game. We are using the same Golem beatdown deck that we used yesterday, and we're up against Dagger Duchess, which sometimes means Sparky. A lot of Sparky players use Dagger Duchess, so maybe that might be what we're up against, or it could be a different deck. And he still hasn't made a play, so we will. See, just 1 second here. All right. All right. Let me know if the audio is okay. All right. Well, our guy still has not made a play, so we're just looks like we're up against someone AFK in the first game, which is good for us. Alright, we'll just we'll jump into the next game, and I guess we'll open whatever lucky chests we drop or we get after we lose a game. And this is a game up against Royal Chef, which is always interesting. Usually it means they're running a heavy deck. This is looking kind of like it might be a Lava Hound deck, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. He is using the Evo Baby Dragon, so I'm thinking this might be a speedy Lava Hound or speedy Balloon deck. Our best air counters are the Furnace minions and okay, no, it is a Golem deck. All right, we have our mini P.E.K.K.A for it though, so and he's gonna play that in the other lane. So I think we can just go for mini P.E.K.K.A and then see what else he plays. We're gonna do this just to try and clear off some of the bats. And we do take some damage there, but we don't lose our whole tower. So and we pretty much have both Evos now, so we'll just go with this in the back. I don't think he has a great way of rushing unless he were to go. Alright, so he's gonna set up for defense and go with that at the bridge, which is a little bit ambitious, I guess, but maybe it'll end up working out for him. And he has lightning as well. Alright. At least we can upgrade our mini P.E.K.K.A to level 20. and maybe if we're lucky we'll get it to the tower. It doesn't look like we will. Hello, noob. Hello, you love witch. I can tell you were talking yesterday about how you wanted it to be buffed, right? Honestly, we'll go Golem immediately just because our tower is so low that I think we might need to. Did I watch the Grotz video? I haven't yet. That's because my sister and brother-in-law came over yesterday, so I was spending some time with them. I wasn't online a whole lot, but no one's coming over today, so what video would you recommend? Like, what's your favorite video from him? Do you have a favorite history of a card? Any video I should watch first from him? I didn't watch it yesterday because some of my family came over, so I was spending time with them yesterday. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment with the guards there, but what video should I watch? What video should I watch first from him, do you think? Do you have a favorite video from Grotz? Also, this guy's playing a really weird deck. You don't normally see Balloon and Royal Delivery and Goblin Barrel and Mini P.E.K.K.A. all in the same deck, so it's kind of a... Did I watch the video or not? I didn't watch the video. I had some family come over yesterday, so I was planning on watching it yesterday, but I spent the afternoon with family, so I didn't watch the video yesterday. Alright, I think he does have Balloon, so we'll just be ready with a baby dragon for it. He's going to go with it over there, which I guess we'll go with late minions. Hopefully, okay, looks like the Golem does get in front, thankfully. Alrighty. Well, this is looking like a win. As long as we don't lose our tower to the balloon. Do you have any videos you recommend? Noob, are there any videos that you like from Grotz? Should I watch the Witch one first? Does he have an Expo one? Hero Musketeer. Usually I don't like seeing that card because it looks like my Might be up against Hog 2.6, which is not a super fun matchup. I guess it's okay. This isn't Hog 2.6. This is something else. This is Hog Firecracker with Knight. So this is some. I wonder if this deck. I mean, he has Knight, so I would assume he doesn't have Mega Knight as well. But it's possible. I mean, you see some goofy. You see some goofy Hog Rider decks out there, so there's a chance that this one. There's a chance that this one does have Mega Knight and Knight, but Expo or Witch. All right, I can should be able to watch that this afternoon. You want me to watch you play, noob? I guess we can. Yeah, if you are you asking if I want to watch you play? Because if so, I can spectate you if you want to play a match. You know, I think the Vines was. Honestly, that was probably an okay Vines on the Musketeer, but I kind of wish that I had saved it for the Firecracker. But now that he's used his Hog, we can go with a Golem, and he shouldn't have a way to rush us. You know, that turret is going to be... You know what? We're going to Vines that just because we don't want to take too much damage from the turret. And I don't know how he plans on defending this. Well, we'll have to probably get back to Vines for the Firecracker. And you know what? We won't Vines the Hog. I guess we didn't need to. And Baby Dragon's gonna splash the tower, so that's gonna be a win against a Hog Firecracker player. All right, I'll kind of take a look at all his videos and see what looks interesting. All right, noob. If you want me to, do you want me to spectate you as you play a game? Is that what you were asking before? If I could watch you, or did you want a 1v1? I'm fine with either one, but I guess we'll jump into another game, and then after this, if you want, I can spectate you if that's what you were asking. And I guess Baby Dragon, alright, he played it off to the side, so it's going to be a pretty good answer. And we'll just go guards for that. I'm hoping... Okay. I was gonna say I was hoping one of the guards could walk over to the to help distract the mini P.E.K.K.A, but I guess we didn't. Need it. We could just go with a bar barrel, and this is a good excuse to cycle the evos. I probably could have used Vines, or could have used Vines there, but we're just gonna let that kind of defend everything. And that's a good Vines, because now both the Furnace and the Baby Dragon are on the tower. And he shouldn't have enough to support this, so we should just be able to go with minions. Nice. You like Grotz? He's your top three, one of your top 3 YouTubers. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of him, but I'll look him up. All right. Once we get back to our furnace, we'll have both Evos again. And he didn't get too much damage, so we'll just, we'll go with this first, just to hopefully not take a mini P.E.K.K.A hit. And then we'll go with this at the bridge. And we can probably tank that. We can probably tank that bandit. I guess we'll just vines this late to hopefully... Okay, we didn't hold on to our tower. But luckily we're getting more damage on his king. I guess this should be a fairly good answer to both of that. And I think we'll start going for the king tower just because it has less health. I'm hoping this can be a good enough answer to that. All right, and now we'll just go Golem again. We did take a bit of damage, but we have both Evos again, and now we can kind of build up a push, hopefully. If he does try to rush us in the middle, we can... Holy. Yeah, that kind of got eviscerated. Alright, he does have E-barbs in hand, so hopefully he doesn't rush with that. Alright, hopefully we can go with another mini P.E.K.K.A. We'll vines that, honestly, just because we don't want that destroying the push. And I'm hoping that can do enough damage. And it looks like it will. Alright, we're gonna win that by just a hair at the very end there. You want me to play your Expo Witch deck? Alright, whenever I try out that deck, I'll have to try it in the classic challenge mode, just because I don't have Evo Valkyrie unlocked, and the card levels are not really there. So it was Evo Valkyrie and Evo Witch, right? I should probably just save your deck at this point. I should probably stop deleting it after the stream is over, because you like having me play it, so I guess I should probably just keep it saved at this point. So Evo Valkyrie and Evo Witch are the two, and then you also have Tesla and Expo, right? And then how many more games for Ultimate Champion? We do have a little ways to go, Simon. This is where we're at now. We're almost at League. We did reach a golden step. We're almost at League 4. We just need a few more games to reach League 4, but we have a few more leagues to climb. We need to climb up to Grand Champion, then Royal, and then Ultimate will be after that. So we're kind of on the lower end. We did get up to League 2 and League 3, and we're almost at League 4, but we still have a ways to go, and the competition is only going to get steeper as we get higher up. And there's also not going to be any golden steps, so it's going to be no golden steps means that you can keep losing games and you can fall all the way back down to the very start of the league, instead of having a safe stopping point like you normally would. With the golden steps, you can't go any lower if you lose a game, but once you get into the higher leagues, then you can fall all the way back down. So, all right, we're gonna give your deck another try, noob. With I think I have everything right. Golden Knight, yeah. If you're playing Witch, he's asking when the live. He is Fenrir is asking when the live is. Well, right now, Fenrir. Yeah, when you're playing Witch, Golden Knight is not what you want to see. It's kind of like the Mega Knight, but for Witch. It's like the Kryptonite. All right, we'll give your deck a try. I'll try to play it as best I can. And we don't really have a great hand right now. We don't have a lot of troops, so we'll throw a log just to cycle. And he's going to go Hog Rider immediately. I'm not gonna fireball that just because it's not by the tower, but I'm hoping. Okay, I was hoping Firecracker would activate King, but that's all right. We'll just cycle skeletons, and I guess if he does nothing else, we'll go with a Witch on the other side, just because we can go for a Valkyrie once the Witch crosses, and he's gonna go with a Mega Knight as well. I think we might need Zappies here just for, yeah, or just for the little bit more damage output. And he has that card, so we're honestly, I was way late on that. We're gonna have to go with a high Tesla just to kill that, and it looks like it will pull the hog, but it's still gonna get a couple hits. Mother Witch is also probably the last thing you want to see when you're playing Witch. You know, we should probably save that for the Mother Witch, honestly, but we'll fireball the Firecracker. All right, we'll go with this high, and we'll log that just to get that out of here. Fenrir is here. How are you, Fenrir? I know I played that Tesla way too low. I was hoping that it could kind of pitch in and help with the Mega Knight, but it had such little health. We'll actually fireball the Witch here. And I'm hoping the Valkyrie can kill. Okay, it did kill the Firecracker as well. We'll actually go for an Expo, even though we know he has Balloon as well. All right. I mean, we'll get a little bit of chip damage, I guess. We know he has Hog Rider, so we'll just kind of be ready for it. And we're not going to take any chances with that. He does have Mega Knight though, so I don't really want to go Expo just because we know he'll Mega Knight on everything. So we'll kind of do this to hopefully have the Tesla. Do I need the Expo on defense? I don't know that I... Alright, we'll go with this now, because he used his Mega Knight. I think he has Valkyrie and Balloon. He actually has a few answers, but Balloon is not a ground card, so we can just Fireball and win. Alright, that was pretty good. I think we had limited chances to... There were only a certain number of times when we could go Expo because he had a couple tanks. He had Valkyrie, he had Mega Knight, both of which are fairly good answers for Expo. We're gonna play your deck. We're gonna play your deck again, Noob. Noob is here. Yeah, Noob is here every stream. He's one of the most consistent viewers. So. I do think Zappies are one of the most underrated cards. I know you use them. I know you use them, Fenrir, in your recruits deck, and I do think they're an underrated defensive card. Like, I mean, they reset the charge of the Prince. And the Dark Prince, they reset the Sparky, they attack air. I think we're up against I think this is that graveyard deck. So I would expect... Okay, there's the graveyard. We'll go Valkyrie. Maybe we could have gone Valkyrie up high and Zappies down low for the graveyard. Yeah, you mentioned that, I think, last stream, where the old Zappies didn't attack air. Fenrir, you're saying you're playing really bad for some reason. Do you feel that just because you've been stuck at Royal Champion for so long? Because you know what, we will go Expo on offense. He can poison this if he wants. But it's gonna poison low enough where it doesn't splash the witch. Alright, we didn't really get any damage there, but I'm not mad at that, I guess. And he's gonna Vines, but that was kind of a bad Vines in my opinion. I think he's probably back to poison, so we'll go kind of aggressive here. And hopefully that hits the furnace, I pray. Okay. And I missed the furnace. I missed the furnace with the log. We can kill it here, but we are going to take some damage from the graveyard. You know what? We'll play it up here. I guess that's still into the poison. Alright, he's gonna Valkyrie. You always get 3 games away and then lose. That log was to trim the grass in the arena. Okay, yeah, you know what? No need to All right, yeah, that was a bad. That was I know that was a bad log. Um, I remember seeing that on one of your. I remember seeing that on one of your. Ooh, okay, he's gonna misplay the Valkyries, so this is our chance here. I saw you leave a comment on one of Pickle's videos when she tornadoed, and the tornado didn't pull the hog, and you said, oh, that tornado was just to give air conditioning to the king. So, I mean, yeah, fair. That was I mean, fair enough. That was a bad log. We'll use it on defense here just to clear out some of these, and we're still gonna lose our whole tower. So we need this Expo to connect before he gets back to a poison. And I just think there's too much on the board. Yeah. Alright, well that was... From what I found, it does seem like it's a little bit difficult for Expo to win against Graveyard. It seems like whenever the matchup is like that, it seems like Graveyard wins most of the time, but on the other hand, I could have played that a bit better as well. Hopefully we can win one more game with your deck, Noob, and then we can jump back into ranked mode. Alright, so this guy has Minor, E-Spirit, and Log, and Evo Skeletons as well. So Evo Tesla and Evo Skeletons, this might be... I'm thinking this is either maybe Minor Rocket or Minor Balloon. I don't know, I think... I was hoping he could go with an E-Spirit there so that we could log that as well. But... Alright, please Ultimate Champion. UC, Noob, UC stands for Ultimate Champion, so Fenrir wants to see the ranked gameplay. Alright, that was a good little prince to kill the witch. We're actually gonna go with this here just because. What does he have for this? Ice Golem? Oh no! Alright, we do get the skeletons, and we are on the tower, so... We'll take some damage. We will take an Expo lock any day of the week, and that was a way late Tesla, it seemed. So we'll just kind of reset, I guess. Alright, after this game we will we'll play Ultimate Champion. We will play ranked mode. We're gonna Expo outside of the poison. Alright. We'll let all that go, I guess. And then as soon as this poison wears off, we'll go with another bow. And we'll fireball the little prince as well, just to... I mean, I guess that was gonna... I guess the witch was probably gonna kill it anyway, but we do get an Expo lock, and that should do it. That's a good deck, Noob. I would give that... I think I rated it last stream, but honestly, my rating might have gone up a little bit. Maybe a 9 out of 10. I do like that deck. So we'll jump back to ranked mode, And we reached a golden step. We are 4 wins away. 4 wins away from champion, which is the highest league I've ever gotten to. Yeah, not many people play Expo. What did you say the usage rate was? Did you say the usage rate was... Oh, you said it in the previous message. 2% usage rate. So, yeah, not many people use Expo. 1 out of 10, I would say 9 out of 10. I do like that deck. So, I would say that's a 9 out of 10. Of course, we just don't... You know what? We're going to Vines just to not take a hit. I know we're spending 6 elixir for his 5 elixir, but I would rather... We didn't have mini P.E.K.K.A. in hand. Now we do. So we'll bar barrel as well, just because when he dashes back, hopefully... Oh, I was hoping the bar barrel could absorb the hit, but... This guy's playing some kind of... The Witch Evolution is 11% use rate, and the No Evolution is a 1%. Man, that's... Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that use the Witch that don't use the Evolution, just because... I don't know, it just seems like the Witch on its own is fairly easily countered, and so it seems like... It seems like most people who play the Evo version just because it's much more annoying to kill. Speaking of being annoying, this is probably going to be an annoying matchup just because he's going to Vines of his own. I don't think that's going to give him a hit, though. This is going to be an annoying matchup because he has Evo Executioner and Evo Snowball, both of which are pretty good against... both of which are really good, actually, against Golem beatdown pushes, because he can just snowball everything back. It lines it up for the Evo Executioner, which is a really good card to just shut down a Golem push. We're going to go with guards as well in case he decides to use his dash. And it's kind of nice that he's using his Executioner there. I mean, he'll have to cycle back to it. Alright, we'll go with Golem up top to hopefully tank the boss bandit, and then we'll mini P.E.K.K.A. to help kill it. I don't like that that's going to be mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to be in front, but ooh, I didn't think that was going to. No, oh. That was... I didn't think the Executioner was going to target the baby dragon. That was probably one of the worst plays of my career. Honestly. Like, genuinely, putting the furnace back there where it lined up... I don't even want to talk about that. Alright, he's going to go with his Ram Rider, so I'm hoping this can fully counter it, right? Alright, yeah, it does. Alright, well, we'll go with this, and then we'll need a mini P.E.K.K.A, but it's not going to be in time. That was, to be honest, we could have won. We could have won in that push had we not put the furnace behind the baby dragon, just because, yeah, I thought the Executioner was going to go for the Golem, so, but the baby dragon was just a little bit in front, so it targeted the baby dragon, and then it splashed the evil furnace behind, so that was a pretty horrible mistake there. All right, well, we'll jump into another game, and I think we need 4. I think we need 4 wins to get to champion. So this is kind of a cool a cool tower skin. I didn't know. It's like a chest skin where the yeah, that's kind of cool. I've never seen that tower skin before, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Your idea to buff Witch and nerf Boss Bandit. I thought they did. I thought they did. Did they nerf Witch recently? I thought I remember seeing something about how they increased the heal of the P.E.K.K.A per hit, and they decreased the heal of the Evo Witch. I don't know whether or not that was like one of those Reddit posts that's kind of like a suggestion, or if it like I didn't know what that was, but I thought I remember seeing something about how the Evo Witch heals less per skeleton. So you want it to be buffed again? Do I need help counting elixir and cycles? I mean, that would be helpful, Fenrir. It's just that your input is going to be like delayed by 20 seconds or so. So I don't know. I don't know how helpful it's going to be with counting elixir and whatnot. All right, he's gonna try and protect his Golden Knight. I think we're gonna save the mini P.E.K.K.A just because we know he has Mega Knight, so we'll activate King and then hold on to this in case he decides to go with it anywhere, and he's gonna go with it in the back. We are gonna get some damage here though. I think we'll use our Golem defensively just to kind of distract. Yeah. Alright, I'm hoping that doesn't take my whole tower. Alright, it doesn't. So we're good. That should kill the Firecracker, so now we have a little bit of a push. And I don't see how he defends this. And it looks like he doesn't defend it, so we're gonna cry at him because he's using Mega Knight Firecracker. So we'll hit him with some BM because every Mega Knight Firecracker player deserves to be BM'd, and he has Mirror as well. Mirror Mega Knight. We're gonna keep relentlessly BMing him. I hope he. I hope he has a bad day. Like, I'm not a bad person, but if you play Mega Knight Firecracker, then I hope you have a bad day. So, alright, we're up against Dagger Duchess, which, I wonder what this is. I think that Furnace was evoed. Maybe this is that graveyard deck again? Okay, probably not. He's kind of going all in here. I think we'll need to go guards just because he'll probably dash back. And that's, you know what, that's pretty much taken care of. We'll go minions to not take a bunch of musketeer damage. And Dagger Duchess should be better for us with Golem, just because once the daggers are used up, it's not going to do much help. But it is going to be a little bit annoying for, like, when we cycle a Furnace in the back like this, because he's not going to need to answer the Fire Spirits. And we're up against P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A Boss Bandit. All right. P.E.K.K.A Boss Bandit Evo Executioner. This is not going to be fun. I guess his Furnace is not evoed, but his Executioner is, and that's honestly what the. Why do I not have anything in my hand for this? All right, well this is gonna be good fun, trying to get through an Evo Executioner and a P.E.K.K.A with Golem. We're just going to switch lanes entirely. He's definitely going to go P.E.K.K.A. in the same lane, but and Rocket? Nah, this is what is this? This is an anti-Golem deck. Dude, what is this? What is this? Evil Executioner P.E.K.K.A. Boss Bandit. Rocket. This is just an anti. It's just an anti-Golem beatdown deck. This guy just probably got tired of losing to Golem and built the absolute counter to it, because there's no shot. And Lightning. Okay, you can't make that up. You can't make that up. A genuine question. How are we meant to break through this? And he had Inferno Tower as well. He just never used it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's deck. Evo Executioner, Evo P.E.K.K.A., Boss Bandit, Rocket, and Lightning. Why do you have two big spells? Rocket and Lightning and Inferno Tower. Genuinely, I don't think this is a hot take, but I don't think Mo Light could have won that matchup. Like, all right, I'm not gonna make excuses. We're just gonna go into the next game with a clear head. But that was probably the hardest counter to a deck I've ever seen. Do I need help counting cycles? I mean, it might be helpful. It's just like the stream is delayed by 20 seconds or so. So whenever I see your message, the message is going to be from like 20 minutes ago or 20 seconds ago. So I guess if you want to help me out, I'm not going to refuse your help at all. I think I'm hoping that's not on the tower. Okay, it is, but it only got one shot. This guy's playing looks like a homemade hog bowler deck. Like, you'd hop on a call with me? How would that work? Like a call on my phone? I guess we're up against another Lightning user. I don't know. I think we will do that if we end up if we start losing, if we go on a losing streak, then maybe having another person there to help count cycles and elixir, maybe that would be necessary. So if we do, I'll take you up on that offer if we end up going on a bit of a losing streak. And we still need one more cycle for our baby dragon. He is gonna have a hog. I'm gonna go hog over there. I think we will. Okay, we will vines everything, and we'll actually go. We'll go mini P.E.K.K.A. on the other side, just because I think that's a bigger threat. We can take a baby dragon hit or so. Alright, and now we'll go Golem. Does he have his hog? It doesn't look like he does. He does have lightning though, so we're going to have to hopefully bait it out with this. Hopefully he uses his lightning on the... Okay, he does. Now we can go with a furnace. And we are going to have to vines the bowler just because it's going to keep knocking. It's going to keep knocking the mini P.E.K.K.A. back. This is so much fun. I love this. I love this game. That bowler is gonna splash, isn't it? Okay. It doesn't matter. All right, that was another difficult matchup. Another Evo Baby Dragon player. I think this is the third. Is that the third? Is this the third game in a row? No, I guess we didn't play it 2 games ago, but this is the second game in a row we've played an Evo Baby Dragon player, and this looks like it'll be another Golem beatdown player because he has Evo E Dragon as well. Yeah, his deck looks similar to mine, honestly. Evo E Dragon, Mini P.E.K.K.A, not the hero version, but it looks like he's running a very similar deck. He's running the healer version though, which I think is more annoying for us. Honestly, I really don't like the healer double dragon Golem decks, but that's what we're up against. I think the only thing we have going for us is that he doesn't. Usually these decks don't have a big spell in them. Usually they just have. Okay, he has pump. We're gonna kind of rush him here. All right, protect the furnace. We will Vine that. I mean, yeah, we're spending a lot, but we should take his tower here. And he's gonna activate King, which. Okay, I was hoping that would heal, but. All right, now we can just we can use our Evos on defense, just because we don't need to take a tower anymore. And he shouldn't have a big spell, so we should. We'll go Golem anyway. Even though we don't need to. I think it might help with distracting. Might help with distracting some of his troops. And there's the healer. Okay, he's gonna lightning everything, or not lightning. He's gonna tornado. We'll go with kind of low minions, and then another furnace. Okay. We'll just vines everything as well, and I hope we can survive this. If we don't survive this, then I think we lose. Man. Those are some of the most annoying decks to play up against. All right, well we are on a bit of a losing streak. Thankfully, we're not going down any steps because we're at a golden step. So I guess it's a good thing that we're not going down in games, but we are losing. So. Lumberjack Balloon. Alright, we're up against a Lumber Lunar here. Thankfully he doesn't have enough for arrows in time, so that's not going to get a hit. I actually think our deck does okay against Lumber Loon, just because we have guards and Mini P.E.K.K.A for the Lumberjack. We have a fine amount of air cards with the Furnace and the Minions and the Baby Dragon. Yeah, I am coping. I am coping with those losses. I'm just coping by telling myself we're not going down in any games, but it's still a losing streak regardless. So There it is again. Hopefully he... I don't... Should that... Does that get a... it does get a hit, doesn't it? I think next time we might need to go with... I mean, he does have arrows. But, you know, we probably should have minions anyway. Just to not... Do I watch WWE? I do not. I don't really... I don't watch or follow WWE at all. I mean, I've like occasionally seen a game on TV, but I think the only kind of fights that I watch, I've only watched a couple. The only fights that I watched in a ring were both of the Jake Paul fights, just because they were so like advertised. I watched the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and then I watched the one of him versus Okay, I watched the one versus him versus Anthony Joshua as well. Those are the only kind of two. The only two kind of fights in a ring I've seen. I didn't used to. I didn't used to, but like when I was a kid and I turned on the TV, it's like sometimes I would see, you know, a fight on is kind of what I mean. So I never really used to watch WWE, and we'll laugh at this guy as well, just because he laughed at us, so we'll return the favor. We already know what he's gonna do. I guess he's given up, and rightfully so as well. Yeah, I think I tried to. I didn't actually watch it on TV though. I watched it on a really sketchy third-party site, just because I don't like have any subscriptions to anything. I don't have any streaming services, so I had to watch it on one of those, you know, one of those sketchy third-party sites that give you all the weird ads, and I think it ended up cutting out a couple times just because, I don't know if it's because so many people were watching, but, you know, that is one of the ones that I watched. When the stream came back, Mike Tyson was out. Yeah, I heard that it was it was such an advertised thing. Like a bunch of people were looking forward to it, but it just seemed like it was kind of a letdown. And you know, it's crazy how much they got paid. Like didn't Mike Tyson make like $40 million or something, and Jake Paul made about the same? And then when he fought the other guy, when he fought Anthony Joshua, he made almost $100 million. Like it's crazy how much they get paid. All right, thankfully Weavine's there, and he missed the freeze on the baby dragon, so we'll actually kind of take this opportunity to go in a little bit, and at least we kill the furnace. No, I don't really have. Yeah, I don't really have any subscriptions to any streaming services, just because I don't watch a ton of shows or movies. Usually when I do, I watch them on YouTube. Like there are a couple shows that I like. There's an air disasters show about, like, you know, airplane crashes and investigating why they crashed, sort of thing. Like, and you know, those are just on YouTube. I like watching, you know, a bit of Forensic Files as well, which is another YouTube show. So I just don't have any subscriptions because of that, because most of the things that I watch are he might try to freeze this to. Okay, I was thinking he has freeze, so he might try to freeze the tower with the Inferno. Josh fighting when? Yeah, I don't know, but what? Another Lumber Lunar? We'll put these high just because we know he has that, and we'll Vines to not take a hit from that. We know he has Skeleton Army, but the Yeah, the furnace should do good against it. And we'll heal it as well. Alright, it still didn't get a hit, but at least we kill the evil witch and get a little bit of damage. Do I play any other games? Wait, what was hitting it? Oh, I guess the tower wasn't frozen, so I vinesed nothing. Are you asking if I play other games than Clash Royale? Alright, I think we can go Golem, because if he goes Balloon, we should be able to Baby Dragon and be okay. Alright, we'll just have Vines ready. Minion Horde as well. What the... I'm going to be honest, I don't play a ton of other games other than Clash. I did download... I downloaded Brawl Stars, and you know, I've uploaded a couple videos, a couple Brawl Stars videos, but you know, not a whole lot of other games than Clash. I downloaded Clash of Clans, but that's another one of the games that I haven't played a whole lot. All right, as long as we can defend and not take 2,000 damage, then we should have this game in the bag. We also have the baby dragon for his next balloon. He's gonna freeze nothing. Hey Banner, how are you? Alright, we've... Supercell sheep. I'll be honest, I do feel a little bit like that sometimes. I'm just playing all the Supercell games, but it seems like that's what people want to see. So that's the reason why. But it's like if you know, if someone commented on a YouTube video, like, you know, try out this game, and it's a game that I had access to, like, then I would try it out. I don't know if I'm able to. I haven't downloaded Steam, like on my laptop. I don't know what kind of games it's capable of running, but you know, if someone commented a new game that wasn't Supercell, like I would. Is I guess Manjalika's. Asking what the channel username is, so alright, we're 2 games away. We are 2 games away from the next league, so hopefully we can get it. Okay, Fenrir, we're not doing that. Come on, man. This is a PG rated channel. Is that actually a thing though? Do they have ranked mode for that? Is that actually a thing? That would be horrible if it was. But like, is that? Can you add me, Banner, like as a friend? Yeah, if you want, I can. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but if you wanna add me as a friend in the game, you can. I think I'll just... Yeah, I don't know if that's what you're asking, but if you wanna be friends in the game, we can. No, I was just mostly kidding about that. It's, you know, we can joke, we can have fun in this channel. They do actually have a ranked mode. That is crazy. It's crazy that they have a ranked mode for that. Alright. We are up against another Boss Bandit P.E.K.K.A user. 10 USD for friend link. I mean, Obviously, I wouldn't do you guys like that, but there are some YouTubers, right, that have like, what's it called, like memberships or something. I've never really looked into that, and I don't think I would ever do that. I wouldn't charge you guys money, but I think I've heard that that's like something some people do. You have to pay to be in a certain members club of something, but um, hopefully we can have enough for a golem, and we do. So we'll protect the furnace a little bit, and I don't know if he has a like an air card or a small spell, so we'll go with minions as well. And I guess we'll just baby dragon in the base because the golem was tanking for a little bit. Alright, this is looking like another good win. So we should be just one game away from the next league. He's waving the white flag, but it's a little bit too late for that. He waved it after the game was over. That's like the it's like the Germans being like, "We surrender," after they had already lost. After they had already lost the war. But you know, I guess he's welcome to do whatever. All right, next game is for champion. If you want me to, I think that you said Banner, you did want to add me in the game. I think there's a way that I can look up by Supercell ID. So do you have like a Supercell ID that I can type in, and then I should be able to add you as a friend in the game? I'm turning on memberships and super chat once I get monetized. I mean, I'm not gonna turn on memberships. I'm not gonna make you guys pay for content, because, like, you know, while the goal is to have this be a career, I don't want it to be a career off of you guys. Like, the goal would be to get monetized and have YouTube pay me, and like that would be the goal. So, you know, you don't have to worry about me charging memberships. I think super chat might just, I haven't looked too much into monetization, but that might just be a part of being monetized, so that'll probably be an option. But activate my points card, what is that? Activate your card to unlock free points. What even is that? Is this like a... What is it? What is this? I've never even seen this before. Yeah, what is this, Fenrir? Is this just like a... Alright, I mean, I might... What does it need to activate? Oh, that's it? It's activated? Check the email to learn more about it. Alright, I mean, I don't know what that is, but I guess I could get an emote with it, because I have 1,600 points. Oh, you can get wild cards as well? This is kind of interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that, but all right, we'll log in again. I could have stacked up points and redeemed stuff. I didn't know that. I thought when I saw that it was like a, I don't know, I thought it was like a credit card or something, like, oh, you can get a special Supercell credit card, and when you spend money you get, I don't know, I didn't look too much at that, but I can redeem wild cards. Redeem elite wild cards. Those aren't even in the game anymore. All right, I'll add you, Banner. All right. I think I've added you. What is this? Is this someone else in the chat? I don't know how I've been on Clash and missed that. I guess I didn't look. I didn't look too much at that. I guess. Is Cooper someone else or Koopa? Is that someone else in the chat I should accept? Or is that? All right. Just wild cards. All right. I don't know what I guess for trophy, it actually might be helpful to have some epic wild cards, just because these vines are level 15, and when I'm playing Trophy Road, they do not kill level 16 firecrackers, and so oftentimes I'll play Hog Firecracker, Vines doesn't kill it, and there's nothing else in the deck that kills it, because Bar Barrel only goes a certain distance past the bridge, and so I might actually redeem them for some epic wild cards to upgrade that for Trophy Road. Saniem invited me to a 1v1. I think that this is you, Saniem, right? Or is this someone else? I don't know. Not great at remembering usernames and whatnot, but I think this is you. So we'll play a 1v1 against someone in the chat. All right, a little bit late there on the baby dragon. I should probably lock in. It looks like you're playing some kind of log bait, which, if you are, I think the deck I'm using does do well against log bait. So, if that is what you're using, I have high hopes for this game. Okay, this is not what you're using. You're using Boss Bandit. All right. All right, we got a spectator as well, hitting the pig emote. Is that you, Banner? All right. Well, we're feeling in a good mood. We'll blow some kisses as well. Have I played Hyperbait? I have not played Hyperbait, but it does seem like a very, like I saw that in the. Okay, that was a good Vines. I wasn't expecting that. I think you activated King, but you know, you did get some damage there. I know Hyperbait was really popular a couple of seasons ago because I watched Ken and watched some of his live streams and videos, and I remember seeing him. I think he played it at one point, and I remember he also played against it. He also played against it many times as well. So all right. Hopefully we don't lose our tower here. Hopefully we can kill the general as well. All right, honestly that's good enough. All right, good game, Saniem. I think I'll be honest, you played well. I think I did probably have the matchup there, just because whenever I play like a lot of bait decks with Goblin Barrel and Skeleton Barrel and whatnot, I noticed this deck does pretty well against it. So I think you might have had a little bit of a bad matchup there. Also, Fenrir, I wanted to ask you something. I'll keep calling you Fenrir if you want, but I wanted to know, like, what is your name? Is Fenrir your name? Because like your username is Nithan, so I'm like, is Fenrir just what you go by in the game, or is that? I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to say your name, but I was just curious. I've been wondering that for a little while. We are. Oh, okay. Banner is challenging me to a battle as well. A Mega Draft battle? Alright. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Banner. Who names their son Fenrir? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I'm not too familiar with Indian culture or anything like that. So I didn't know if. I didn't know if that might have been your name. I don't know, but all right. I guess we'll go with the Skeleton King as well. Nathan Sunil Johnson. All right, that's your full government name. What's your full government social security number as well? Obviously a joke, but all right. Mighty Miner and Tesla. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess we'll take the Giant. Rocket. All right. First four digits of credit card. Yeah, might as well just spill all your secrets while you're at it. Oh, you don't have social security numbers there? Is that just a that's not just an American thing, right? Or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that, but all right. You drafted a Banner. You drafted a Royal Hogs deck. We will see how it does. Do I need... Okay. Don't think we should need anything for that. It's called a different thing over there. All right. I'm hoping... Okay. All right, Mighty Miner is a pretty good answer. Alrighty. Honestly, don't know about that graveyard. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel great about that, but I wish I had Monk in this deck. It's always fun to do do rocket deflections with the Monk. I'll be honest, it will be tough to break through with Mighty Miner and whatnot, but calling out the good game. All right, good game, Banner. Bro hates the witch. Yeah, I mean, I can see why. It's a threatening card when you put it behind when you put it behind a bowler or a giant. All right, we'll play one game of ranked to try and get up to champion. This is the game. We're one game away. We're one game away from the champion league. So if we win this, we'll be in the next league. If not, we will be booted. We'll be booted back down, and we'll be a couple games away. Alright, so this guy has Golden Knight and E-Wiz. This might be some kind of... Is this like a P.E.K.K.A deck? I've seen some P.E.K.K.A bridge spam decks that have Golden Knight and E-Wiz and Bandit and all those bridge spam cards. So I don't know if... It doesn't look like that's what we're playing, but here comes the tilt. I hope not, but I'm not... I'll be honest, I'm not feeling super confident. Just based on... Okay, you know what? I will let that Golden Knight get a couple hits. He did spend a lot there. You know, we probably could have Vines. If we Vines, that would have been a lot of damage, but we'll just let all that go. How's it going, CS? We are, if you're just joining, okay, this is a P.E.K.K.A deck. I had a feeling he might have had that, and obviously P.E.K.K.A, not great for Golem, but we will do our best. We will do our best. I think we'll probably go low minions and then guards up here. Is that P.E.K.K.A going to get a hit? Okay. It just barely doesn't get a hit. And we shouldn't take a hit from the Musketeer. Alright. He does have Golden Knight, but he's going to play it in the back, so we'll play our Golem in the back. I just worried if we went with the Golem in the back, he could just... Ah, fantastic. This is a fantastic start. Alright, he's spending a lot. He's going Vines, going E-Wiz, he's going all in. You know what? We will Vines as well. We'll Vines, we'll try to keep the Furnace. Okay. It's so hard to break through a P.E.K.K.A with Golem, especially Golden Knight as well. Alright, like, the thing is, I don't think my opponent is I don't think he's even very good. Like, he's Vinesing just a Furnace. He's like not getting value out of his Vines, and yet he's still winning. You know what? We will Vines this Lumberjack and the Tower. I pray we can just get... Alright. I was hoping we could get one hit, but... I think we pretty much have one more attempt. We have one more attempt to get a Golem push going. And if not, then... I think that's probably going to be game over for us. Alright, we'll Vines everything. Dude, we just... I don't see how we can break through. Of course it comes one win away from the next league. It has to be a P.E.K.K.A deck. Alright, well, we're back. We're back 2 games away. prayer declined immediately. Yeah, I was praying, and I guess it didn't end up working out. Yeah, morale is a little bit lower than it was at the start of last game. If we lose this game, that would be frustrating because tilt. Yeah, possibly a tilt. This guy's playing cannon cart. Um, Cannon cart zappies. What is this deck? You got this. Thank you, CS. I will do my best. This is kind of a weird homemade deck by him. Well, I'm wondering the same thing. I'm scratching my head at. He does have the evil witch, which is not gonna be too fun. Yeah, this is some homemade. It almost seems like he's running a big spell bait of some kind because like Cannon Cart, Witch, and Zappies they're pretty much all big spell bait cards, but I don't have a big spell, so. Is it gay to kiss the homies goodnight? Yes. Yes, it is. If you kiss your homies goodnight, I would say, to that, I would say, goo. That's what I would say. I would say, personally, I would never do it, but, I mean, you're welcome to do whatever. Alright, he's probably just gonna go. Yeah, I had a feeling he would just. Usually when there's like a hesitation like that, that almost always means they're just saving up for their Mega Knight. And somehow it's still alive on no health. There's not even a single. Alright. We didn't get any damage, but the good news is that he hasn't gotten a ton of damage either. There goes your hope of kissing me goodnight. I mean, I'm sorry to ruin your hopes and dreams, Fenrir. All right. How are we gonna break through this? He has Evil Mega Knight, Evil Witch, Cannon Cart. We do have both of our Evos again, but it's just gonna be tough. Tough. I think he has his Evo Mega Knight back in cycle. Yeah, he's smiling. He's giving the thumbs up. He knows that he can just rely on that to defend. Maybe if we place minions low enough, they can kind of. Okay, he has arrows. I was gonna say maybe if we place them low enough, they can kind of DPS the Mega Knight without the Witch splashing them. We're actually making a little bit of. Okay, I thought we were making a little bit of progress, but it doesn't look like we are. I think that's gonna do it. He's dancing with the L. He's dancing with the L. This is kind of our last hope, and he has his Evo Mega Knight back. So yeah, we're gonna lose 2 consecutive games after we were 1 win away from the next league. It's just I can't express my disdain enough at people who use Evil Mega Knight and Evil Witch. Honestly, the cannon cart was pretty annoying as well, just because it didn't have a big spell for either the witch or the cannon cart, and so they were just kind of accumulating at the bridge, and I didn't have a great way of killing them. Alright, he's going to play Royal Giant immediately. The Mega Knight is probably why I allowed... Probably. I think it was just the Mega Knight knocking the Golem back. That's kind of why I have... That's why I kind of have minimal respect for Mega Knight users, just because... Here's the thing. I did mention this. I did mention this in the... Hold on. Maybe Mini P.E.K.K.A can give us a hit? Okay. Okay, he's going to zap, but we do get a hit. Hi, Rima. How are you? The thing is, I mentioned this in the video that I uploaded earlier, but it's like maybe there's more to the story. Maybe there's more to the story of Mega Knight than I'm seeing. Like, okay, this is Sparky, which normally Sparky's a little bit scary for Golem, but honestly, I don't feel too bad about it, just because. No, it seems like this deck does okay against. It seems like this deck does okay against Sparky, and he's just letting the Fire Spirit splash, so we can take with Vines at any time. Yeah, I don't really know what this. I don't really know what this deck is. Sparky Royal Giant. He's gonna get 0 hits with his Royal Giant, so we'll hit him with the Well Played. Congratulations, sir, on your 0 hits. But I mentioned this earlier in the video, like in the video I uploaded earlier, but it's like, it's important not to judge. It's like maybe one of the developers of Supercell, maybe one of the creators, maybe the CEO, maybe whoever, I don't know who, but maybe someone has a developmentally troubled child, right? Maybe their brain is not all there, and the kid still wanted to play Clash Royale. Maybe the kid still wanted to play the game that their dad made. What is this guy doing? Does he think going with a Sparky at the bridge is gonna do anything? All right, we definitely got lucky here. We got a good matchup against someone who is not. Speaking of not being all there mentally, our opponent. Okay, I mean, I guess that Tesla wasn't a horrible placement, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A is still on the tower, so now we are just we're still 2 games away, right? Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked a little bit, but I was just thinking, maybe it's important not to judge the developers of Supercell. All right, maybe one of them had an autistic child, right? And the kid still wanted to play Clash Royale, but they weren't all mentally there, and so the developers added a card that you could just put anywhere on the map, and it would do well. And so that way, right? Like maybe there's more to the story, right? It's probably unlikely that that's the case, but I don't know. I was just thinking maybe, okay, I think we're cooked. This guy has a top 100 finish. This guy finished 89th. I think that was either in ranked or it was in a global tournament. And if he's using Lava Hound, we won't have a very good matchup, just because I think he is using Lava Hound. We're up against a top player who might be using. Yeah. I don't know about this matchup. Honestly, maybe a bad Vines, but you should still have to answer it with something else. I think this guy's using Lava Hound, and the couple of times that I have played Lava Hound, I think I've lost pretty much every game, just because just because our air defense is... We have fine air defense for splash, but we don't have a lot of high damage dealing air cards. And usually this deck has arrows as well, so he's typically able to arrows, arrows the minions, or he can fireball, I think, because usually this deck has fireball as well. You know what? Wheel Vines, just to not lose our whole tower there. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think you're spot on with that, Fenrir. The Supercell developers heard me through the iPad and gave me a matchup against a top 100 player using a deck that. Here's the thing, like I again, I don't want to sound like I'm giving excuses, but Lava Hound is genuinely a very hard match to win with this, just because our air defense is limited, and typically he can arrow and fireball most of them. Alright, well, Baby Dragon... Should we... Yeah, like, it's just what do you do? What do you do against this matchup? I think... Yeah. I mean, had we had a little bit of a better matchup, like, obviously I wouldn't feel great going up against a top 100 player, but I would feel better. Like I wouldn't think that it was over. Banner's challenging me to another battle. Let's just take a look at this guy's profile real quick. Top 100 in Mega Draft, top 100 in a Royal Tournament finish, another top 400 finish, 4 consecutive years of the 20-win challenge. Yeah, you can't make this up. Supercell really heard me and was like, all right, here you go. You want to make fun of us adding Mega Knight? Here you go. I don't know. Probably not actually, but you know, that's what it feels like. How's it going, Livin'? Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to. Yeah, like it does feel like I'm making an excuse, but on the other hand, I think if you were to look up like who has the matchup between Golem and Lava Hound, I think the general consensus is that Lava Hound typically has a better matchup just because of all the air cards. But again, I don't want it to sound like I'm making an excuse, but like genuinely, I think that's what it is. I think we had a hard matchup there. We have Wizard, which is good for us. I think we'll just go Wizard and then probably Ice Golem in front just to try and protect it a bit. E-Golem, not E-Golem, E-Giant. How's the stream going? It's going well. It's going good. Other than the fact that we just faced a top 100 player with a you know, it's going all right. It was going all right up until that point. We've been one game away from the next league, and we've lost a couple of times. So, you know, other than that part, it's going all right. You know, other than the fact that we're struggling to get to the Champions League. Do I think I have to make changes to my deck? I mean, it's possible. I would like to make changes. I just don't. I don't think I have. Like, I don't know. I stopped paying in this game a while ago. Like I used to pay for wild cards and whatnot to upgrade, but I kind of stopped doing that. So I have a very limited number of cards that are actually a decent enough level. to play, so I probably could make changes. It would just, I mean, I don't know. It would just be with the card levels would be much lower, so I don't know. Don't know if it would be viable. Golem is trash. All right, I didn't know it was that bad, but the reason why I upgraded this deck was because it was really good a couple seasons ago, and so I paid to upgrade it because, I paid to upgrade it a couple of seasons ago when it was a much more popular beatdown strategy, and now it's been seems like it's not quite as good now, especially after the baby dragon nerf, the speed nerf. But I still think it's decent. I mean, you can definitely still win with it. It's just slightly harder, but yeah, they nerfed it from a 50% speed boost to 30, so they nearly halved it. Because 25% would be a half speed nerf, and so 30% is nearly half speed nerf. So they it is harder to win with Speedy Golem, but it's definitely not impossible. So I can't be making excuses. Can't be making excuses for losing. You know what? I wonder if we should try out an experiment. We should try talking really well about Supercell, saying a bunch of good things, and then seeing if the next matchup we get is a good matchup, right? Right? Maybe the microphone is listening. The Golem deck you used, you maxed at 11 wins in the 20-win challenge. Yeah, I mean, if the baby dragon still had a 50% speed boost, we would probably be up here by now. We'd probably be up near Royal Champion if the baby dragon still had that. All right, let's good game, Banner. You actually defended pretty well for the first little bit. I think that was a bit of a tough matchup for you because I had Wizard for the Minion Horde and Bowler for the Ram Rider, and so I think you played well considering that you probably didn't have a good matchup there. All right, we're going to talk about how much we love Supercell. We love the developers. They have a very balanced, good game. They should all get pay raises. What else? I just love the game of Clash Royale. It's fantastic. I'm going to keep playing until I go to my grave, and I'll continue to give them my money to upgrade cards. All right, I think we've gassed it up enough. Let's jump into a battle, see if we get a favorable opponent. All right, it's put us up against a very basic looking person. They haven't made many changes to the banner. Look at that, underleveled cards, level 13 princess, and if this is log bait, it'll be a good matchup as well. The theory is proven. You just have to talk good about Supercell. Level 14, look at that, we're up against an underleveled player. So that's, how did that, all right, I didn't know the Golden Nash, the Golden Knight could dash so far. But there, I guess all you have to do is you just have to talk good about the game, and then they'll put you up against underleveled players. This still isn't going to be. It's definitely not going to be like a gimme. Like he does have, like Golden Knight is a bit annoying for Golem, but I would say as of right now, things are looking pretty good. If I lose this game, how do you cope? Honestly, there's no excuses if I lose this game. just because he does have a couple. Alright, you know what? Now we have a cop-out. If we lose the game, we can blame it on Mega Knight. Because he is using... Alright, he is using Mega Knight. Did anyone see if that was the Evo version? Was that the Evo Mega Knight, or was that just the normal one? If it is Evo'd, then we'll have our work cut out for us. But if it's just the regular Mega Knight, we should be alright. If I was a little bit quicker, I probably could have Vines that, just to get some extra minion damage and kill the princess. Because this princess is so underleveled, I guess you don't even need a hit from the barbarian. And he's got Sparky as well. Sparky and Mega Knight. Alright, this is... It was looking more appealing earlier, but it's starting to look a little bit challenging now. Alright, we are going to defend though. And we still have one of our Evos for the Golem push, so we'll Golem up here, and then we'll try and Furnace. We'll Furnace like that, and we'll need to get back to our Vines for the Sparky, just to hopefully. Okay, it ended up getting another hit off somehow. Alright. We need this immediately. Golem push is going to do it? I don't know. I hope it will, but you know, it did. This matchup is going to be harder than I thought. Even if he does, alright, even if he does have a couple of underleveled cards, he does have Sparky and Mega Knight and Evo Witch, so you know, this is going to be harder than I first thought it was going to be. He's obviously going to plop a Mega Knight right in front. I think we'll need to use... Hopefully that dashes on the guards. Okay. Alright, we're still hanging on by a thread. I'm hoping we have enough for Golem. Alright, please get in front. What are you doing, Furnace? Alright. At least we have both Evos now. This should hopefully be over. Alright, somehow the Evo Furnace is still alive and chugging away. Uh-oh. We need to get back to a baby dragon for the horde. This is coming down to the wire. We're like 100 damage away. We'll just need a Vines for the extra Vines damage. Okay, that was a nail biter. That came down to the wire, but he BM'd us the whole game, so we'll laugh at him back. Okay, well, there's the proof. If you guys want a good matchup, you just have to talk good about the Supercell developers, and then they'll match you up against someone that you can win against. I wonder if we Sparky's a hard counter. Yeah, I think we're lucky that we're lucky that his cards were underleveled. I didn't even notice him play a skeleton army, but skeleton army was level 12. He had a couple level 13 cards. So, all right, now we'll try the opposite. We'll try talking bad about Supercell again, and about how they need to change their game, and how all the developers and the balancing team needs to be fired, and how Clash Royale is just a horrible game, and how I'm probably going to delete it after this stream. All right, now we'll queue into a match and watch. It'll be some top finish. Look at that. 2021 20 win challenge. This is, I don't know what more proof you need. This is hopefully okay. I thought I missed one of the goblins there. We are against Logbait though, which actually is not a bad matchup, but we are. Logbait is not terrible. It is a winnable matchup, but we are against a much better player. He won the 20 win challenge several years ago. That means he's been playing for several years, and he was good even then. So I don't really know what these goblin barrel placements are though, but alright, I'm thinking he probably does this. This is looking like a bit more of a traditional Logbait deck, so I'm thinking he's most likely running Inferno Tower. Okay, he has cannon as his building. I think that's a little bit, I don't actually know if that's better for us. I mean, Inferno, it seems like it would be better, but because it's a couple elixir cheaper and he can cycle back to it quicker, that means he might be able to get a couple cannons down, which would not be great. So, all right, you get the badge at 17 wins. That's still impressive though. If you're able to have a record of, I mean, you'd have to be at least 17-2 to get that record. So, all right, maybe it wasn't the full 20 wins, but still seems like it's a pretty good record. Now we're into double elixir, so we can go with a golem now. His princesses are kind of accumulating a little bit. All right, and I guess we'll vines that one princess. Okay, he does have rocket, but he missed the baby dragon. I think the baby dragon's on the tower as well, so that'll actually be a ton of damage. I probably shouldn't furnace too close to the tower, just because he does have a rocket, so next time I do that, he'll probably rocket it, I would think. You know what? This is a little aggressive, but we only need, I guess the furnace is gonna take it. All right, I guess. All right, maybe the theory isn't proven, because we talked bad about them and it put us up against a kind of favorable matchup. Also, why is there now a golden step here? Does anyone know? Because we were at step 11 before. We've been one win away, and there wasn't a golden step last time we were here. Does anyone know why that is? Because yeah, we were one win away, but we lost and we fell back down, and now all of a sudden there's a golden step there. I mean, I'm not complaining at that. It is nice that there's a golden step, but it just wasn't there before. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They gave me a pity step because I don't know when the last golden step was, but we were at the 11th step like half an hour ago, probably, maybe a little bit more. But we were at the 11th step, and it wasn't a golden step. And then we fell back down, and we climbed back up to 11, and now there's a golden step there. So, I guess. All right, I guess we'll We'll take it. We won't complain about an extra golden step. Um, that means we just need to win one game. Period. That means it doesn't matter how many games we lose because we're not going down any. And this is actually a really interesting start. I haven't played against Goblin Machine for a really long time. I don't even know what decks use it. Alright, so Evo Musketeer is one of his Evos. So that's... Oh, that's not good. What's his other Evo? The Recruits? You need at least League 5. Man, I've struggled to get up to League 4. League 5 is ambitious, but maybe we can get there. I don't know, maybe we can get there this stream. League 5 is the next one, right? That's Grand Champion, and then it's Royal Champion, and then Ultimate. Oh, he's gonna go with his Mother Witch somewhere, so we just have to be ready for it. He's probably gonna go with it over here. Alright, please, Barbarrel Tank. Man. Hopefully we only take one. Alright, we take 2 Hog Rider hits. We'll Furnace like this to kind of help out against the machine. Alright, we'll just need a Vines. He's gonna play something else. I think we just barely got the Musketeer there. Alright, we are gonna take his tower. We're not gonna keep pushing though. We're not gonna get any damage on his king. Ditch the girlfriend, friends, job, personal hygiene. We need League 5. Here's the thing. I've already ditched. I mean, not on purpose, but I've ditched most of that. I mean, I don't. This is my job. I don't have a girlfriend. I mean, I guess I kind of have. I do try to take care of myself, so I haven't ditched the personal hygiene just yet. But most of that stuff I don't even have. So we've already kind of ditched it. Alright, this is not a bad spot we're in. We're somewhat even as far as damage. I don't really know why I golemed over there, but I guess we're just gonna try to go straight for the king. It's risky to it is risky to mini P.E.K.K.A, but because he has Hog Rider, and we might want to hold on to it for that. But we'll keep kind of keep pushing. Hopefully we can get some damage at some point. All right. Wait, Baby Dragon. Oh, that was a bad Vines. I thought Baby Dragon was being on the tower would do it. I think we're gonna lose by like 100. Yeah, I should have went for his Princess Tower. I realized that after I put Golem in the other lane. I was like, why am I going for the king? Hey, Ollie Riss, good to have you here. Then ditch the boyfriend. Okay. There's no need for the homosexuality slander. Yeah, I should have. Honestly, had we went on the other side, had we went for the Princess Tower, I think we would have won. But we tried to, for some reason, we tried to go for the tower with 7,000 health instead of 4,000 health. So I don't really know what the thought process was with that, but at least we know what not to do next time. We know not to go for the king unless it has significantly less health. You love homosexuals? I mean, yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to be one. But you know, I guess. All right. I guess we'll try and forget that I said that. I mean, if he keeps putting them off to the side, we'll keep putting troops over there. You love them platonically? Okay, that... Alright, that makes a bit more sense. It looks like we are up against log bait, which honestly I'm happy with. We typically do okay against log bait. Cancel me. Take me away, officers. Nah, we won't vines that. We'll just let the baby dragon take care of it. We will vines. Okay, I thought we missed that for a second. We are going to miss a goblin, but we don't take too much damage. And now I think we can go with a golem. You don't love me platonically? Alright, well, you know, hit me up after the stream and, joking. As long as we don't... Okay, I think we are going to lose that tower, so we just... Wait, how did the furnace die? Okay, I was not paying attention to that. I don't think we're going to take his tower either. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Should I have committed more to the other side to keep the tower? I don't know. I guess well played. I guess we can cope by saying that we don't go down any steps. But I can only imagine getting up to the higher leagues where there's no golden step. If there's no golden step and we keep losing, we're just honestly I'm just imagining going all the way back down to the very start of the league, and honestly that's a discouraging thought, and we're not even there yet. So, and we're up against just Inferno Tower immediately. If this is another log bait player, it just means we have to bar barrel his goblin barrels instead of vinesing them. But this looks like something else. This looks like a different deck. I have a golden friend in you. That is true. I do have a golden friend in you, Fenrir. I wonder if this guy's using... Because he had Lumberjack, Mega Knight, and Balloon in his banner. So I want... It looks like he's using all of those cards. I wonder if this guy's just playing Lumberloon with Mega Knight. Alright, the furnace stays alive, which is good, and we only take a lick of skeleton damage. But I'm thinking he probably has balloon as well, just because that was in his banner. So we might be up against a Lumberloon Mega Knight, so we'll just be ready for that. Honestly, we'll cycle a line. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought he was using that. Alright, we'll let that get a couple hits and then go with this. Are we blaming the loss on this Mega Knight? Yes. If we lose, we're blaming the loss. We're blaming the loss on the I mean, if it's Evo'd, then yes. I can't remember if this Mega Knight was Evo'd or not. We'll Vines that to reset it. It is Evo'd. Yeah, I mean... I don't think we got any damage there. So this guy, Lumberloon, he has freeze as well, so we're gonna need to have vines ready. But it looks like he can't freeze both the tower and the minions, so that's good. And the baby dragon is gonna do work for us. Alright, I think if we go like this, we are going to take a little bit of damage, but I don't think we should lose our whole tower. You know what? We are going to Vines that, just because the baby dragon is... Wait, what the... We're not gonna talk about that loss. Yeah, another Evo Mega Knight, Evo Witch user. All right, this might be a Hog Rider player. No, probably not. This looks like something else. We also don't have our guards in hand, so we need to cycle back to it. Alright, this is some new homemade deck. With honestly, it is refreshing. It is refreshing to see a homemade deck, because you just get so used to playing. You just get so used to playing the typical Mega Knight, Witch, Logbait players that it's kind of nice to see something new. I think Furnace should take care of this, right? Okay, we can save the guards for his next prince. Probably Mega Knight or P.E.K.K.A. It could be. There are quite a few Battle Ram users that use P.E.K.K.A. as kind of a bridge spam deck. So this, yeah, those were my last words. I don't think that'll take our tower. I didn't think that he was. I just didn't even consider that he would freeze the Mega Knight on the tower. But I look over and our tower is at 600 health, and there's a Mega Knight on it, and it's frozen. So we actually don't have a great ground card. Okay, we are going to need to waste our guards there just because we played the Bard Barrel a bit too late. We're going to play Golem up here, just because if he decides to go with a Prince, then... Uh-oh. Honestly, we're going to need to spend a lot over here just to defend. Hopefully we can have enough for an offense. All right, Furnace is gonna die, but at least we have a Golem on the tower, and we're gonna let that go. The push is pretty much dead anyway. This is like it's like a weird, it like has some bait elements to it with the Dart Goblin and the Firecracker, but then there's also Prince and Battle Ram, so this is kind of a unique deck, but we seem to be, I don't know, we seem to be faring okay against it. I don't know if that was a great Vines. Okay. Good game, he's trash. He does seem like kind of a, I don't know if desperate is the right word, but he doesn't seem like the most skilled player in the world. I hope Mini P.E.K.K.A can take care of this. Alright, I think we have both of our Evos again, so... yeah, I think we're going to need a Vines that as well. And there's still a Barbarian on our tower, so that's going to do like 1,000 damage. Alright, well, I hope we can defend. If we can, we should get a couple hundred damage here. Where's Noob? I don't know. He disappeared. I think I saw him in the game playing though, so might have. All right, we do win that, so we're finally on to the next league. I wonder if Noob is still here. All right, we'll claim our chest, which has Drill, Minion, Zappies, and Inferno Dragon. So, alright. Banner invited me to a mirror battle. Alright, Banner, we can play a game. After this, we will continue our ranked push. Don't really know what to never really used these cards. I'm like, this is a bunch of cards I don't normally use. Like Bandit, Bowler, Goblin Giant. Kind of an interesting deck. Yeah, Void is one of those cards that is easy to misplay. If you want, we can play another game, Banner. I know that was. I know you missed the Void there, so maybe you want to go again, because I think that probably cost you the game. That Void was to assert dominance? I guess so. I guess the losing of the tower was also to assert dominance as well. All right. Well, the voids might need a little bit of practice, but what the? Gonna mirror a skeleton army? I wonder how does Void do against it? Does Void kill the skeletons? Alright, pretty much. I guess we'll do the same thing. We'll mirror a skeleton army also. Alright, good game, Banner. If you want, we can take Void out of this guy's hand. I mean, I don't blame him. It's like, yeah, it was misplayed a couple times, but on the other hand, Void is a card that nobody uses, so it's like, I can understand if you don't know how to play it. Like, it's just such an obscure card that is in almost nobody's deck. So if you want to play again, Banner, we can't. Maybe we do like a triple draft. Maybe something like that. How's it going, Amir? You're bad at the game. You lose every game. I mean, that's honestly, it's very easy to feel like that in the lower arenas. Like, I've had those. Everyone has those. Everyone has those losing streaks, and I've lost my fair share of games as well. And I felt like I've been pretty terrible at the game, but I don't really know what this deck is. There's only one win condition in this deck, and it's not a super reliable one. So I don't know. You might. I mean, yeah, in higher arenas as well. I guess in any arena, it's very. In any arena, you're gonna have losing streaks. You're gonna have days when you don't feel. When you feel like you're terrible at the game. So I understand you. I understand you, Amir. I know you've probably been feeling like that. You've probably been feeling like that recently, Fenrir, with the ultimate champion, losses. It's probably not a fun spot to be in. But I mean, everyone feels like they're terrible at the game at some point. I'm sure even professionals have bad days, or days when they just lose game after game. So it's like, don't beat yourself up too much about it. Just know that everyone feels like that. You've always felt that? Come on, Fenrir, you gotta have a little bit of confidence in yourself. Gotta have a little bit of faith, because if you don't believe in yourself, then who will? I guess I will. I'll believe in you, but it's also important to believe in yourself. Royal recruits as well. All right. You open 3 legendary chests. You got Minor, Ram Rider, and a wild card. And now the thing is, I'll be honest, I felt like that as well, because in the lower arenas, I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't use Mega Knight if I had gotten it anyway, but it was one of the very last cards I unlocked. Like in the lower arenas, it seems like most people unlock Mega Knight pretty early on, but I didn't unlock Mega Knight until, I don't even think I unlocked Mega Knight until like 7,000 trophies. Like I was really far along before I even unlocked it. So from my experience, it is possible to win without it, but I understand your frustration, because I've been there. All right, we've now. You're gonna head out CS. All right. Well, thanks for joining. It was good seeing you again. Hopefully you can join tomorrow's stream. But I'm good at the game. Um, I'm sure. Here's the thing. I was once terrible at the game as well. I was once where you were. It does take a little bit of practice. If you want advice on how to do better, honestly, I learned by watching other people. I didn't really learn from I didn't really learn from grinding the game every day and playing for hours on end like a lot of people do. I learned by watching other Clash Royale YouTubers. Pretty much just Ken, honestly. I watched Ken pretty much every day, and I kind of learned from him. And then when I finally downloaded the game and started playing it again, I was already decent just because I had seen so much of it. So if you want to get better, you don't necessarily need to spend hours on the game every day. But I kind of learned from watching other people. Josh is him. I mean, I appreciate that, Fenrir. I don't know if I guess I won't complain. I'll take your compliment and not try to fight you on it. But it definitely takes time. That's for sure. Maybe Mo light level. All right, I'll be honest. I don't. I hardly ever play touchdown draft. So if this is the game where you would beat me, I mean, I guess if there's any game where you would beat me, it would probably be this game. Just because I don't play touchdown draft a whole lot. I think there's actually a way to, if you have a spell, there's a way to, yeah, I was gonna say there's a way to kill the goblin before it goes off the screen. I remember watching that somewhere, but hopefully that pulls all of them. Of course, there's one pig that just doesn't go for the cannon. Okay, it looks like it finally did, but I started panicking a little bit there. How do you even defend against a lava hound? I guess with a cannon. All right. Honestly, I'm not feeling too good about this. I think you might have me here. Wow, the one pig. I wonder if we have a spell. We do have Goblin Curse. Alright, nice. Taking care of him before he gets off. Can't let that goblin escape. Alright, this time we'll place the cannon a little bit more over so that it can pull. That was a good lava hound, though. Now I... Uh-oh. No! Alright. Couldn't get that guy before he got off. You're getting better from watching me. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm helping you. I'm glad I'm helping you get better. Hopefully I'm definitely not anywhere near a pro level, but as long as you're watching and learning things, then I'll continue to make content that you can learn from. Ooh, this monk actually might go kind of crazy. All right. Yeah, I liked reading your comment. Yeah, I liked reading your comment earlier on the Golem video, because I always like helping people as much I can. So if you ever have any questions, you ever want help, then you can always comment on a video. You can always comment on a stream, and I'll help you out the best I can. Release the guide on how to talk to women. Okay, that's one thing that I can't help you out with. I can't help you out with that, but yeah. Any other questions? Any other Clash Royale related questions that I might be able to help you with? Because women is not really my area of expertise, but help you interact with a female spawn. The fact that you call them spawn as well. You know, I think the easiest way to do it is to I think the easiest way to do it is you have to talk with them in such a way that you can't fail. So usually what I do is I usually bring a gun along with me, and usually that ensures that they stay and listen while I'm talking to them. So that's at least the advice that I would give is you bring along a gun, and they have to listen to you, and they have to talk with you. Otherwise they cease to exist. So that's the advice that I would give for that. Okay, if anyone here thinks that's serious, it is not. If the police are listening, that was a joke. And what is this guy playing? He's also playing the Evil Witch. I wonder if this guy's playing Mega Knight as well, because it seems like people who... Alright, he's playing Giant Skeleton instead. I think we should still be okay. I think we'll just have to go with late guards just to help kill this. Hopefully he doesn't rush us in the other lane because we don't have anything for it. True, I didn't even... I'm not honoring the clan name. The clan name is respect women. Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing a very good job of that. I don't love this golem just because he can giant skeleton on top of the furnace if he wants. Yeah, it's kind of what I was worried of. Hopefully we can still take the tower though. It kind of looks like he's letting us have it. Maybe. You know what? We'll vines just to hopefully make sure we take it. It looks like we will. And we're already starting to do damage to the other tower. This is a little bit of a scary push. I think we'll vines everything just to make sure we don't take too much damage. We do respect women, yes. We obviously you don't hold a woman hostage. That's not how you talk to them. But I would say when you're talking and interacting with people, I would say the strategy with that is actually kind of the opposite as with Clash Royale, because with Clash Royale a lot of times you can watch things online, you can watch how to play. You can watch how to play Clash, you can watch how to get better at it. But with talking to people, you can try to watch like little tips, or you can try to watch those alpha males about like how to get a girl, or you can try to watch guides on that, but it's completely different when you're actually talking with them. So I would say with talking to people, with interacting, that is one of the things that you can't really learn by watching a screen. You can't really watch guides or tips and tricks. You kind of just have to get out there and do it. Whereas with Clash Royale, you can watch videos, you can watch things online beforehand to get better at the game. Banner, you want to play another game? All right, we'll play Touchdown Draft again. Uh, Fenrir, I'm still waiting to play a Mega Draft game with you. I know you said you don't do friendly battles, but um, I still haven't played you in a game. So are you gonna challenge me to a game? I mean, you don't have to, but it's just I don't know, kind of eager to play you at some point. Have I spent money on the game? Oh, I don't know if that's gonna. I have spent money on the game. I'm not proud to admit it, but I have. Please. Don't know what that was. I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I don't know. Tried to rocket the goblin, I guess. I have spent money on the game. What the? I think that first lava hound is even going to get there. I don't think I have enough to. I don't think I have enough to stop it. All right. The thing is, I stopped spending money on the game recently. Like I haven't spent money in a couple of months, but I did spend some money to kind of get the Golem deck I used. Um, pretty much maxed out in ranked mode. It's not quite level 16, but I did. I have spent money. You don't have to. You don't have to succeed at the game, but it definitely helps. And I'll be honest, it does kind of seem like you have to. It does seem like you have to spend money to really progress quickly. But stay strong. Don't do it. Don't give in to the temptations. I don't really know how we're supposed to stop this lava hound. I'll be honest. I don't. Go rocket. All right. Just spam a win condition. All right. We'll try it out. We'll just do hog on one side and goblin giant on the other. And I hope that's the only building you have, because if so, we might be in a good spot. I can imagine rage would be pretty. Oh no, no! Oh, I got there just in time. Got lucky on that one. That tombstone got down just in the nick of time. Alright. If you don't spend money, you have to stick with one deck for the whole game. It does kind of feel like that, and even if you do spend money, a lot of times you're just spending money to upgrade one deck, and then you're still stuck using that. So I'll be honest, I don't like the way that it's set up. I don't love the structure. I don't love that you have to. I don't love that you have to seemingly pay to do well, but yeah, I don't know. I would say you said you're stuck at arena 12, right? That's like 3,800 trophies or 3,500 trophies. Fenrir, you have any tips? You have any advice for Amir? Also, this guy might be playing Royal Giant, which it looks like he is. He is playing Royal Giant. Except I don't know if it normally has guards in it. I don't think I've seen it. I mean, it's still Royal Giant, but it looks like it's maybe just a variation of it, because I thought normally it had skeletons and not. Thought normally it had skeletons and not guards, but maybe he just swapped it out. With this, because he has fishermen, we're going to need to when he goes with a Royal Giant, we need to go with guards as well as mini P.E.K.K.A. just to just to block the fisherman. So we'll go with it here. If he does go with the Royal Giant, we'll go with guards on top. But it looks like he's playing this. Looks like he's playing this pretty slow. We're just gonna do the same interactions again. He's probably gonna go with Hunter again. So we can't really go with a Golem, because if he does, he'll rush us with the Royal Giant, and we won't have a lot for it. So I think we can only go. It seems like we can only go Golem after he plays his RG. I would expect him to go in here, and he does. So we'll vines everything, and then I did not mean to bar barrel. Yeah, it's gonna take pretty much my whole tower. I don't think we have enough for Golem either. Actually, maybe we... You know what? This is risky because you never really want to play that into an Evo Hunter, but just to protect the furnace, we'll go with it. And we'll have our vines ready for his guards, which looks like he's not going to play. I mean, if you're wondering how to do well, I mean, you could always just play a Hog 2.6. It seems like everyone who plays that does pretty well. Alright, he's going to use his monk ability, and it's not going to reflect anything. I wonder if we can keep... Okay, can't keep the mini P.E.K.K.A. alive. I guess we're not out of this game. We're not out of this game just yet. Alright, we'll go with the Golem now. If he does go with a Royal Giant, we have our mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to go with it over there. Alright. You know what? We're going to Vines that as well, just because we need... He got the ability off. But hold on. We might be cooking. Maybe we can get some damage. Okay, there's 20 seconds left. We have to go in here. And I think that it's going to get at least one hit. So I think that's going to do it. We're right back to where we started at the very start of League 4. Let me read your messages, Amir. I would say, honestly, how are we coping? We're not coping. We're just acknowledging that we're bad at the game and that we're never going to get to Ultimate Champion, and that's how we're going to be coping. Amir, I would say at the lower levels, just play whatever cards you have that are high leveled. Because if your Golem, you said, is level 7 and your Hog is level 10 or 11, then play the Hog, because you're definitely going to want to use level 10 or 11 cards over level 7. So just play what you have. Just play what you have the card levels for. Honestly, you're going to hop off, Banner. All right, thanks for joining. Thanks for playing a couple games. We'll definitely have more streams and more games. So I'll see you in a future stream, and we can play a bit more then. All right. You want to count elixir and cycles? You want to do that? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. If you wanted to, I mean, did you say you wanted to hop on a call and count cycles and whatnot? If so, we could do that. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, Fenrir. I'm gonna hop on to. I'll open up Discord on my phone. So if you want to call and help to count elixir, um, then we can do that if you want. Yeah, this is kind of champion is kind of the league that I dread, just because it's as high as I've ever gotten, and this is the first league where there aren't any golden steps, so you can fall all the way back down to the start. So if we could hit grand champion, even if we don't hit ultimate champion, I think as long as we hit grand champion at some point, I would be happy, just because the highest I've ever gotten, the best season, I've only ever gotten up to champion. So if we can at least make it farther than we have in previous seasons, I would be happy with that. I'll play a match. I'll play a match Fenrir in the meantime while you try to figure that out. This guy's playing with. He had Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A. in his banner, but it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what he's playing yet, but hopefully it's not Mega Knight or P.E.K.K.A. because both of them do fairly well. Both of them do fairly well against Golem, and this is going to be a Hog Rider deck. All right, he's going to get a couple hits. I think we need to go with guards as well, otherwise that's going to get at least a couple hits. Thank you, Amir. I hope we can reach grand champion this year. I hope that you can start to move up as well. It's always frustrating being stuck at a certain level, so hopefully you can start to move up a little bit from Arena 12 and figure out a deck that works for you. I wonder if this guy, he hasn't played Firecracker yet, but I know there are some Hog Earthquake decks that do use Firecracker, but maybe he's using Bomber instead. All right, you're good to go. Hopefully we can win this game, and at least be one step further than we were. And that hog is not going to get a hit, which is good for us. You know what? Maybe a little bit aggressive on the vines, but he should have to play at least a Valkyrie for this. Okay, now we'll go with the Golem here. He might be back to his hog. Yeah, he is. But should only get... I don't know if that only got one hit or if that ended up getting a second, but this is looking pretty good for us. And we'll just... Hopefully the mini P.E.K.K.A. can kill the Valkyrie. Okay, Furnace is still alive, so we'll Vines all of this, and that should be good game. We'll just have to make sure we don't take 2,000 damage to a hog. All right, we're gonna be, well, at least we're one game up. We're one game up from where we started. I think we're gonna hop on a call with Fenrir and have him help us out. Count cycles and elixir, and you're the lucky charm. I guess so. I guess there's no other excuse for it. I turned off notifications so I don't have something pop up on the iPad, but I should still get a call from you because I have the app open. All right, I think I'm ready whenever. Don't know whether or not I need to have the ringer on. I think it should probably. Okay, it looks like it's working. Hey, Fenrir, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? Yo, what's up, man?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think everything's working out.
Yeah, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. You know, just trying to get to the next league, hopefully. So.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I wanna run by. So, your baby dragon placements and your furnace placements are little, not even little, like really bad. The thing is, like you like that there are at times when the human mosquito like snipes it from afar, or you easily give it a fireball value, like hop in the unit, and so I'll, like, I'm not trying to coach you, like just.
Okay, just keeping track of what evos he has in cycle and whatnot.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
Tell his hand, to be honest.
All right, I guess we'll just jump into a game then and see if we can. I wonder. I know sometimes you can see. I don't know if it works this way in ranked, but I know sometimes it shows the like. Okay, sometimes it shows. Yeah, sometimes it shows the elixir count, but I don't know if it does. It might not in ranked, just because it's a more competitive mode. So it might not show the enemy's elixir. He's probably playing Giant Graveyard, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Giant Graveyard. Okay, he's going to beat it. Yeah, so can you don't defend it.
All right, we'll just. This is like a little bit of a. It's like a slight.
He's really, okay.
All right, this shouldn't get too much damage, I think.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, somehow.
Yeah, Golem great. You can't punish him. Yes, Evo, and Evo skill planning.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, giant minions in his hand.
All right, Evo skeleton army is going to be something to look out for because.
He's going to Evo what's behind it probably. Right now. No.
Alright. I guess he's just gonna giant into a. I guess he's just gonna let that go.
Giant skeleton cycle. And giant skeleton champion thingy that thing.
So you said he has his evil witch, but he needs to cycle the skeleton army one more.
Yeah. Next card he has his skeleton army. But he has a cycle to Evo it.
Should we go with a? Should we go with the golem in the back or no? Because we have both of our evos now as well.
The thing is, like, I'm not good with coaching. I can help you calm stuff, you know, do basic things. You know, definitely defend.
All right, I think we're gonna have to use.
He's not here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to. We're gonna need to use our evos to defend. All right. I mean that's not bad. I guess that. Actually, hold on. Okay, never mind. All right. Didn't think that the didn't think all the skeletons on the tower were gonna do enough, but yeah. Yeah, there's no way to get enough damage in time. I think I probably should have golemed there. Okay.
Fresh match.
All right, he's not wasting any time with that.
What is it deck? I haven't seen this.
This guy seems like he's not.
Okay.
What the? The anime.
I've never seen this deck, bro.
Yeah,
I have no idea what this is.
the animation just takes so long to heal that I don't know. It's only.
Yeah, they nerfed it. Right?
Yeah.
Next year's EU RG. There's archers. He has archers EU.
You know what? I
He has an ice word in the net.
Oh, he's got.
He has an RG now. He's
Yeah.
probably going to RG with it. Okay. Try putting a baby drive on the right and, you know, it's easy to get kited.
Yeah, what the? Doesn't seem like a deck where you would have E-barbs, but I guess.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
How much elixir do you have?
How much do I have?
Yeah.
I have 7 right now.
You could start building a golem push, but do you have any small counters even to counter the RG?
Not really, just guards and minions. So I guess. You know what? I actually will, because.
He's going to RG probably, yeah.
Yeah, because even if he does do that, it shouldn't. All right, I guess we'll have to.
You should have actually taken a little bit of damage.
I guess he does have. He does have the archers.
Yeah. Out of it, that is dead, I think. Yeah. He's
Alright.
cool. He doesn't have elixir yet. Okay, he has elixir now. Yeah. He's going to night 20, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you know.
I mean, that's yeah. It's gonna take pretty much.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
So things like if you have a good counter for Royal Giant, right? You have the mini pecker, so you can keep them save a mini pecker for it. You know, don't waste it.
Yeah, I might have.
And keep best counter for the win condition in your deck.
All right.
Don't try to bait it. You try to bait it out as much as possible.
Yeah, I probably should have. I probably should have used it for the. Probably should have used guards for the e-barbs instead of mini P.E.K.K.A.
And also, like, you really did over defend a bit there. Like, you commit on defense so much, you really don't have anything for offense.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I don't think that witch is evoed though, so it's just.
Yes,
That's
no,
just. That's
it's
just.
an RG. Holy Ghost is you. Oh,
You think this is a? You think this is a graveyard?
Graveyard?
It could be. Um.
Older than the deck, man.
Yeah, I think we'll just. That should take care of that, and we can kind of just.
Uh, I don't know, bro. How do I put it this deck? I never seen this mixture of cards in a deck before.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, me neither.
Must be here. He has Holy Ghost in his hand right now.
Okay, that was probably a bad.
Usually wait until it comes closer, you know? Like,
Yeah.
at the tower. Yes. Waiting for the follow. If he had a graveyard, he would have put it right now, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I'm thinking, yeah, this might be a graveyard deck.
But he hasn't even going to the graveyard right now. No. I don't think he's that willing to not graveyard at this point. His wizard is also what else is there?
All right, we'll just go with that, and I guess we'll start.
Can be a Mega Knight for him, okay? Not gonna die.
Yeah, I don't know what this
There's
guy's.
intuition. I don't know where that is. Doesn't have even commission.
I don't think he's. He hasn't. I don't think he's played a win condition yet.
This is mighty Mayo. Yeah, no, he hasn't played. My vision behind as well.
All right, I guess we can just.
Yeah. Good difference. Only on the turret.
All right, he does have that.
Like the Fuji.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
I don't know what's in your hand, you know. I keep thought of him.
Yeah, I have to. Probably have to save my mini P.E.K.K.A for the Mega Knight next time.
Yeah. See? That was really don't know if he's going to 1918 to
Yeah.
he doesn't have any win conditions. He's a read letter maps.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not have a lot in my hand right now.
Yeah, I could have. It's just. Is there any, like, I didn't see your, game percent?
Yeah, this has been a 3
I
game.
didn't see your hand.
You don't. Yeah, I guess you don't see the hand. You just see what cards are in the deck. But
Yeah, like, it's hard keeping proud of both.
all right. Well, we'll. I guess we'll jump into another game if we. I mean, hopefully we can win some games and get a little bit higher up. But I don't know. It hasn't looked good.
It's not that hard, they're not that hard. Just, timing and stuff.
Yeah.
Golden light. Is it a cost? Is it on cost to 0?
This.
Probably not 0.
It might be. Probably not with that, but I don't know. I have seen some Golem decks with the Evo Ghost and the
So
Golden
how much
Knight.
elixir do you have? How much elixir do you have?
I have 6.
I thought you were in high elixir. What was this about this?
It was kind of a really bad furnace.
Terrible fast. Dark over. What is his deck now?
I don't know.
Media maybe? I'll wait probably. He doesn't have range. He has a old ghost designing Evo furnace.
Did you say don't go furnace?
No, he has an Evo furnace in his hand.
Oh.
He has Evo furnace and oil ghost in his hand right now. Next card is Golden Knight.
Has he cycled has he cycled his ghost twice? I thought he only played it once.
No. It's regular. Not Evo. His furnace is Evo. Yeah.
All right, you're back banner for a couple seconds. All right, well we're currently trying to win a game. We've been on a few game losing streak. Honestly, we'll just go for a Golem now. Yeah. Oh man, what is even?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Share your screen on Discord. You can.
Share my. I don't think I mean.
It's okay.
You mean share the gameplay?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm able to because I'm playing on the iPad and the call is on the phone. So I think I should change the deck banner. I mean I would change the deck. I don't have a lot of high level cards. Somehow the thing is I don't even really use recruits, but somehow recruits are level 15.
Because like I can't really say unless I know what you know what's in your hand. That's what messes me up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I guess there's not really a way to. Not really.
Like why would you put like a 20-second delay though? Are you afraid of getting stream strike?
I mean. Yeah, I guess if you're watching in the game, there's not going to be pretty much any delay. But if
Yeah, but I don't know what's in your hand.
that's true, is it a better idea then to I don't know.
Yeah, like let's then do it like later, maybe after the live or something. Just focus on the live. I'll just tell you the exit count right now. This is open cycles anyway.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to think of a way that we can. I don't know. Maybe we can think of a way to. I guess there's not really any ways to.
No, because like it's really easy. Yeah, you could definitely get UC.
Okay.
100%.
Well, what should we do? Should we jump into another game? Should we try to make adjustments to the deck? There's not really a lot of cards I can replace, but
Let me check. That's better than you telling me which cards you have leveled up, right?
yeah, I mean the cards that I have leveled up are I mean there are several bait cards like Princess and Dark Goblin and Skeleton Barrel and whatnot, but
17 most tactics finish. So,
All right. Well, I guess what we'll do is we'll play a couple more games.
You have Expo, right?
I have what?
Expo.
Yeah, Expo is level 15, but there's not a whole lot of great support cards with it. Like like my knight. I think my knight is level 12, and the archers are level 12. So it's like there's not a ton of like the Expo itself is level 15, but I don't know how we would build a deck around it.
You know the deck you run, like there is no one in UC who plays that deck. No one in top 12K even plays this deck.
I guess what we'll do is let's see. Rima just commented a Golem deck from the current Ultimate Champion meta. So it uses Evo Valkyrie instead. I don't have Evo Valkyrie, but it looks like it still uses.
Yeah, you know, Valkyrie's meta right now. Yeah.
So Dark Prince, Ice Wizard, and Tornado as the last few. Dark Prince is 13 and Tornado is 13. I guess Ice Wizard, most of them are level 13. And yeah, I don't have the Evo Valkyrie though. And I think even if I did, I think the Valkyrie's level 12. Maybe what we do is maybe we'll play a couple more games with this deck. I think I will have to end the stream soon anyway because my younger brother just got back from school, so we can try to play a couple more games with this deck. Try to end on a win, and then maybe off camera I can try to upgrade those cards or do a little bit more research into what other Golem decks we could use to maybe swap it up a little bit. And maybe we try to go. This guy's not wasting any time. Just immediately Mega Knight in the back. Good luck. Yeah. And Hog Rider as well. I think we'll Vines that just to hopefully only take one.
What was your hand at that point?
I think I had like guards, and I didn't have a great hand for that. He does mess up his Tesla though.
He doesn't have elixir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had vines. If I did have vines, I would have vines to.
Things like if you can, use troops, better to always use troops and use spell, So you have got to counter it again.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Sort of, yeah. I guess I'll try to play. I guess because we don't need to take another tower. I guess I'll try to play more reactively. Yeah, I don't have any.
Do you have any elixir?
I don't have any elixir for that hog. I think I overcommitted with the baby dragon on the other side.
Do you have mini P.E.K.K.A? No, you don't have arrows, so chat or right?
No, vines is the only spell I have.
He has Skeleton Army Lock and Ice Spirit in his hand and one more card, we don't know it.
You know what? He just used his hog. We're gonna kind of maybe force him to defend this side. I think as long as we can kind of.
Don't support the go. Okay. Defend this Mega Knight.
I think.
Just put something passive. No. Okay. No defense.
I mean, we'll keep both of our. We'll keep both of our.
Spell, I think, hopefully.
I don't know. I don't think he's.
His last card.
Yeah, I don't think he's. He hasn't played one yet, but Evo Furnace is on the tower, so. Yeah, we'll just.
Wait, watch.
Yeah, even if he, I don't think he's gonna take.
I think he's net lag then probably. Or leaking also. All
right, nice. We'll keep both towers. We're We're finally in the winning column.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll play again.
Yes.
I think if we're able to win this, this guy has Mega Knight in his banner,
Yeah.
so you know that he doesn't have like loving or supportive parents in his life.
He definitely has one.
Yeah, and Evil Witch first play. What do you know? It's just like it's another. It's just gonna be another evil Mega Knight, Evil Witch player.
This is going to drop the Mega Knight right now.
These guys, they're literally just.
Oh, yeah.
They're copied and pasted. Like they all play the exact same deck. They do the exact same thing. Like, come on. I mean, at least the good thing is that we're not like.
He has a lift.
At least we're not in for a surprise. Like at least we know exactly what he's playing. But you know, I don't know that. All right, that was a good hunter. I haven't seen a whole lot of.
Hunter actually takes a lot of skill. You know, it's like a shotgun card. You should really place it like super close next to it.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, that was good placement by him. It was just enough to take out the mini P.E.K.K.A. without taking damage. Are you able to see if his hunter is evoed or is that just a normal hunter?
No, a regular.
Okay, so is
Evo only same as one Evo, like only Evo, which I think he has a Mega Knight. Oh, yeah.
there it is. Yeah, it's like.
Are we surprised?
Yeah, I mean it's like it's always the same. I think it's gonna get a hit as well. All right. Well, if I mean.
Defense against you, by the way.
Yeah, I mean we haven't touched this tower yet, and it is gonna be a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean his next Mega Knight's gonna be evoed, and we kind of. I mean we need to go in, so it's like. I don't. I don't know. We'll go with.
And then there's Golem in the back.
Yeah, this is not going to be fun to get through, just because we are. I mean, you already know he's just gonna Evo Mega Knight on everything. So honestly, I think this will be difficult to get through, but honestly, even if that mini P.E.K.K.A. gets a hit, yeah, even if
it's not another word. He has a MNK right now, yeah.
Yeah, we'll vines.
Vines, yeah. Change. Mini P.E.K.K.A. What's your hand? I don't know.
Mini P.E.K.K.A. guards and minions. We're not gonna.
He has a low elixir. Spam.
Hopefully.
Elixir for Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Ah, great.
He has elixir.
That was a waste of a baby dragon, but I guess. I mean, if nothing else, I guess it helps us to cycle. I almost just want to go. You know what? This is kind of a. It might seem like a bad play, but he doesn't have his Evo Mega Knight, and so we kind of need to. I think we kind of need to take advantage of that.
Yeah,
even if we just get a crumb of damage, at least it's something.
My question is, how do you defend?
I don't know. With skill, hopefully.
Okay. He doesn't have elixir for yet. Now he has. Okay.
Alright, we'll just. I think we'll need to just go like that.
I don't need to see.
Yeah. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.
Bad matchup. Yeah, bad matchup.
All right, we'll play one more. Hopefully we can win, and then the thing is.
No, try this decoy pushing. You know, like when you try Golem pushing and it won't reach anywhere. Just hold your baby dragon Evo and go with the mini P.E.K.K.A. alongside with it. That makes sense.
Sort of. I think maybe do I need to just split up the push? Like maybe not put all the troops in the same lane? Do I just like put Golem on one side and mini P.E.K.K.A. on the other and like try to split up troops? Is that the way to do it? Just so.
Just try to push it from the same. So like if you just think like this, there is no open that. Just go on the opposite lane with mini Pekka. He has an interesting one. Here's Valkyrie Singo. This Witch Singo.
Also, I think is his Dart Goblin Evo? I thought I saw the little diamond on the Dart Goblin when he played it.
Valk and Witch Singo.
All right, so I guess Valkyrie is something to keep an eye out for, just because that does all right against Golem. So
He has an Evo Witch in his hand right now. And Dark Goblin.
all right, yeah, he still needs one more.
Two cards.
He still needs one more. I wonder if this is a. You think this is a graveyard deck? I've seen some graveyard decks with Evo Valkyrie and Evo Witch.
Yeah, I do think it's graveyard. Yes, 10 minutes right now. Graveyard. Yeah, probably graveyard.
All right, we'll find that. Hopefully the mini.
He has it right now. He doesn't have it, sir.
Yeah, but okay. Hopefully the witch can die at least.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't have any elixir either. Can that thing stop healing, please? All right, I think I might just have enough for Golem to squeeze in front.
That's not a bad code.
What the?
He has a spark.
Yeah, we're just honestly.
His hand is bad. What was it? Actually, you can go through right now. Through your chance.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to defend with our life here. That was kind of a really bad Evo Valkyrie, right?
Yeah.
Ah, of course that gets a shot.
Like,
You know what?
Definitely take some damage in the left, you know. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was hoping the mini P.E.K.K.A. would survive on no health, but
He's going to giant skeleton in front of this. Or Valkyrie.
alright. This is actually not going horribly. We can go Golem again. Seems like he's used most of his cards. Most of the cards he uses to rush, like the giant skeleton, so. I hope we can protect the furnace here.
Doesn't have elixir right now.
I mean, at least we're winning, so if we can. I mean, as long as we can hold on for another. Uh-oh.
You see the vines was probably unnecessary, like, we're gonna die eventually.
Yeah.
He's going to, yeah. But
I don't know why he's going on that side though.
he's desperate to get some damage. He's pushing, he has 0 elixir after each party plays.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to go. I mean, all we need to do is defend this side, so we'll just kind of clog up the lane, and he shouldn't be able to go in.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he has like a rocket, unless he has.
Right now, you get, yeah.
All right, nice. We're gonna. Honestly, I think we might end the stream there. We've been going for a good 3.5 hours, pretty much. I mean, we did make a little bit of progress, I guess, into the next league, but there's going to be a steep journey ahead of us in the upcoming stream tomorrow. So, all right, I'll try to. I don't know what I can do off camera to try and upgrade these cameras other than spending money, which I don't really want to do, but maybe maybe I try to play a little bit, try to maybe redeem those card points to get some wild cards, to try and upgrade some cards, to maybe swap out the deck. So I think that's what we'll be doing
Are you
tomorrow.
asking me? Okay, but
I don't know. I guess I was just kind of saying it, but I guess yeah, I guess that'll be the goal for tomorrow. So, all right, I guess I mean, if you'll be in tomorrow's stream, Fenrir, I guess I'll see you then. If not, I'll
yeah,
definitely
hopefully, man.
see you in a future stream at some point. But um, thanks for helping out. Even though I mean, we didn't win most games, but
I
thanks.
wasn't much of a help, but yeah.
No, that's all right. Thanks for
Like, if I could see your hand, it would be probably much easier.
yeah. Thanks for being willing to help anyway. And
Yeah,
maybe we can figure out a better system in the future, or maybe we
yeah,
maybe we can.
sure.
Yeah, but we'll be back streaming tomorrow, so I'll see you and
Yes,
I'll
man.
talk to you at
Yeah,
some
have a
point
great
soon.
rest of the day, bro.
All right, you too.
Okay, it was fun.
All
It was
right,
fun, yeah.
all right, sounds good. All right, bye bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, we're gonna end the stream there. We are one win up of champion, and we did get to the next league. Banner, you just got back. You know what, Banner? If you just got back, if you wanna end it off on a game, then we can play a game if you want. We can end it on a game. We could even end it on a 2v2 if you wanted. If you wanted to team up, we could do that. I'll play an extra game just for you, just because you're here. So, I mean, if you don't want to play, you can just, I mean, you can watch or play whatever you want. But we'll play an extra game since you're here. Um, all right, you can choose the game mode. You can choose if you want to 1v1 me, if you want to be on a 2v2 team together. I'm up for whatever. All right, looks like we're going to be playing a 2v2 game. If we do end up losing the first game, we'll end up playing until we win, because obviously you have to end it on a win. This is kind of a weird. Who are we playing against? We're playing against both people with the same name, and I think they had the exact same banner as well. So, what is this? What is this deck? We'll just kind of keep our hand hovered on the mini P.E.K.K.A ability button. We actually will, yeah, we will use the ability here to level it up. This has got to be one of the goofiest decks I've ever seen. Double Ernesto cycle. Yeah, seriously, what is this deck? Double Ernesto cycle. They're both playing. Oh man, yeah. I guess that's why communication is important in 2v2. They're both playing Hog Rider, Mirror, Skeleton Army, Miner. But this is kind of a definitely an interesting combination. But we are going to take his tower, so as long as we can defend against the Hog Rider onslaught, then we'll be okay. He's going to miss the mini P.E.K.K.A. So we'll shake some booty at him. This is a good way to end the stream. It's always fun 2v2ing. We'll throw down the baby dragon just purely for cycling, even though it's probably not gonna get a lot of value. And he has pigs as well. I think we'll vines that just to minimize the damage. And this time neither of us react to the barrel. Before we both vines. We both we both reacted to that, and now this time neither of us do. We actually will throw a mini P.E.K.K.A behind there. Just Alright, this is you know what? He's probably gonna go Hog Rider over here. We just have to make sure we hold on to this tower. Just minimize the hog hits. And as long as we can do that, then we will we'll hold on to a victory. So we'll BM both of the Ernestos. All right, that was a good way to end it. We'll end it. We'll end it against double Ernesto cycle. Oh, no, okay. Never mind. Noob is looking for a 2v2 battle as well. I don't know whether or not Noob is in the chat or not, but Noob was waiting his turn. So we're gonna be playing with Noob this time, and I guess we'll end it here against Drill, against Double Drill. All right. I probably should have bar barreled there, but you know, I can see why people like jump on calls and whatnot when they're playing 2v2, because oftentimes you both react to the same thing, and we ended up spending 7 elixir on a firecracker. So good game. Yep, that was a good game. Hopefully we can replicate that win here. I think we'll bar barrel on this. And then we have a few good answers for whenever he drills next. P.E.K.K.A, alright, we'll guards, and then Furnace as well. I'm thinking we can probably defend the P.E.K.K.A with cycle cards, right? Yeah, he's got zappies. I think I missed the P.E.K.K.A, but you know what? That's uh-oh. Okay. We barely survived that. I don't have any elixir though, and it doesn't look like. All right, we do defend, so we'll start the BM. We'll start the BM barrage, because I think we should be able to take the tower. I mean, he has fireball and I have vines, so we can take that tower with spells. We just need to defend for 50 seconds. You said this happens on calls as well. I guess you're probably right about that. You probably still double defend even on a call. We'll go Golem now, just because of we have both Evos in hand. And yeah, you know what? We'll Vines the P.E.K.K.A just so that the mini P.E.K.K.A can kill it. And it's gonna be a good game. We're gonna 3-crown him. So that was a good win. I think we might. I mean, we'll see if Noob wants to play another one. You know what? We'll hit play again. We'll see if Noob wants to play one more game. And looks like he does. So it's like this happens every stream. We kind of keep stretching it on. I keep saying, you know, we'll end it here. We'll end after this game, and then we kind of keep playing more games. So, but I'm serious. This is probably going to be. We're probably going to end it here unless we lose. If we lose, we have to play until we win. But if we do win this, then we'll end the stream here. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to our vines for now. And we'll go Furnace on the other side, just because we can defend if he wants to support that. And it looks like both of them are using Little Prince. One thing about Noob, one thing I've learned about Noob is that he likes to be him. He likes to laugh. He likes to say thanks. So we'll play along. We'll carry that same BM energy. And the mini P.E.K.K.A. snipes the Little Prince as well, so that's good for us. You know what? We'll Vines just because there's a lot there. We'll continue to BM. It is fun BMing, but it's only fun if you BM and win. If you BM and lose, then it's embarrassing. But as long as we can win this game, then the BM will be worth it. He's gonna set up a defensive expo, so we'll just kind of, yeah. Usually they don't want to push into an expo, so we'll just kind of, we'll cycle a couple cards. We won't push too hard because Noob is kind of setting up on defense, and it hit the hog as well. We'll just go mini P.E.K.K.A. and now we have both of our Evos, so we'll just have to defend this Mega Knight and we'll be good. Alright, we'll go with a Golem in the back now. If he does decide to rush, we can probably defend with these kind of cycle cards. We are going to Vines that though, because we don't want to take too much damage. I just hope we have enough elixir for the support cards. Right. We'll start laughing. This is looking like a win, and the Expo is on the tower as well. So we're gonna continue to hit with the BM. We're gonna continue to laugh. This is a good way to end the stream. Noob is saying, let's go again. Alright, I guess we're going to continue to push the stream back a little bit. I guess we'll play another game. Noob wants to go again. Alright, it looks like our opponents might be in the BMing mood as well. Okay, late on the bar barrel there. I guess we'll Furnace in the back. And our opponents, they seem to be running a fairly traditional deck. Wizard, mini P.E.K.K.A, Hog Rider. Mini P.E.K.K.A actually got a hit on the left-hand side, so that's good for us. Honestly, we'll Vines that just because it's gonna force something else out, and we're gonna continue the relentless BM. Our opponents are not happy about that. So far, I think the only win condition they've shown is, I mean, I guess they've shown Battle Ram. They have Battle Ram and Hog Rider as kind of their ways of getting damage. Banner, you want to play again as well? All right, I guess the stream continues. All right. It's kind of nice that they're going for the other side, because if they do have a big spell, it's like, oh man, this is actually not This might not be fun. 3 Musketeers. Okay, I guess Noob does have Fireball. And you know what? We'll Vines this just because that Furnace should kind of take it out. Alright, and we're actually in a pretty good spot here. I hope we can kill the Firecracker. It's still alive. We'll just be ready to Vine. You know what? We'll Vines the Mini P.E.K.K.A. just so that our... Okay, I was hoping ours would kill his, but the baby dragon is on the tower, so... Alright, he does have Mega Knight, but... Looks like our opponents might have given up. And Barb Barrel is gonna snipe the Firecracker, and I mean, if we even get just a tiny bit, just the smallest Expo lock, that'll be enough damage to win, and we do. So we'll continue the BM. This is actually not a like a bad combination. Like he's using an Expo deck. Using an Expo deck, and I'm using a Golem beatdown deck, but it actually worked out surprisingly well. All right, Banner, this is gonna be the final game. We'll end it on this one. All right, our opponents are BMing. We'll just okay. He's gonna snowball that. All right, Mini P.E.K.K.A. should do pretty good against the Monk. That Bowler is not, though. That Bowler is going to splash our tower. Alright. This is looking a little bit... This isn't looking like a super easy game to win, but at least the Mega Knight is... At least the Mega Knight is dead. And we'll let those Spear Goblins get a couple connections. All right, Banner, if you're watching, if we can win this game, then we'll end it here. I think I have to go after this, but we will. If we can win this game, then that'll be a good end to the stream. All right, they're gonna go with that. I don't think we should need to spend anything more. I think the Furnace should take care of that. I don't know. He does have Monk, so he's probably just gonna... Alright, the Graveyard is gonna get a little bit of damage. And that's pretty well defended for the most part. We'll just go with a Baby Dragon just because we need to cycle one more. We need to cycle one more to get to our evolution anyway, and it kind of works as a good support for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Alright, I'm going to Golem here. I'm going to Golem on defense. That Furnace is on our tower though. And I don't know if we're going to have... I don't know if I'm going to have enough Elixir to support this properly. He has Inferno Tower. Alright, let's reset. I don't... You know what? Oh, that was a bad Mini P.E.K.K.A. I was relying on the Furnace to stay alive. But we're gonna lose our tower here. Yeah. I mean, we gave it our best shot, Banner. You want to play again? Let's play one more game and see if we can end it on a win. The thing is, I don't know what kind of players we're playing, because I think you're at like 7,700 trophies, right? And I'm at like 11,000 trophies, and so it's like, do we play other duos that have like a similar combined number of trophies, or are we playing people that are both at 10,000 trophies, or like how does that work? I might take a look at some of the people we've played to see what kind of players we're going up against. Oh, I don't like how that's gonna snipe the minions, and I think that mini P.E.K.K.A got 2 hits. All right, I don't. I'll just go with the mini P.E.K.K.A for the lumberjack, and that should be fine. What the? Oh, no. No. I don't really have a good card in my hand to defend this. All right, this is going to be a comeback. If we can win this, it'll be a come from behind story. Okay, I didn't realize you. All right, the best we can do is hope that the minions save our left-hand tower. And it looks like, I mean, there's still a little bit of health left on the left-hand side, so as long as we can continue to defend it. You want to play something? All right. Well, we have a minute left to 3 crown them, because we're gonna have to 3 crown. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go Golem in the back now. Hopefully they spend more on the left. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can defend this. All right, well, we gave it our best shot. You want to play one more? I think it never feels satisfying ending a stream on a loss, so we're gonna play until we win one, I guess. I wonder if maybe if we had a little bit more, like, maybe if we had a little bit more prep time, maybe I could research like what 2v2 decks have good synergy together, and then maybe we could play decks that, you know, complement each other better, because I don't know how well a graveyard deck complements you know, a Golem beatdown deck, but there's probably some decks that have better synergy than others, and I think that mini P.E.K.K.A got a hit, so we already have a. This is the winning one. All right, this is the third one, right? Third time's a charm. I mean, it started off good. This is looking like it could be the winning one. You know, yeah, we'll let that go. I'm hoping the minions can take this health down before. You know, we'll hit them with a well played, just because it obviously was not well played. The clone didn't do much there. So another thing about this that I've noticed is that Golem beatdown decks typically, I mean, your elixir loads slower, because I think in when you're playing duos, your elixir doesn't load as fast, so it does take longer It takes longer to get to the evos. It takes longer to be able to. It takes longer to be able to build up a golem push with both your evos. Like you can see, it's already in double elixir, and we still need to cycle another furnace in order to get back to. I mean, in order to get to the evo. So it does take a little bit longer to get to your evos. We will use our vines. The Dark Goblin escaped the vines. Oh, that's not good at all. Please. Oh, that was bad. I hope that wasn't a game. I really hope that wasn't a game-ending mistake, but it looks like it might have been. Because that Dark Goblin is still alive, chipping away. Oh, I really hope we don't lose because of that. Alright. Let's see if we can make something happen. Alright, if that furnace can stay alive on the right, we might get a fire spirit to jump on the tower. There's still a fire spirit that's alive. It's gonna jump on the tower, and I think that's gonna do it. As long as we can defend. Yeah, we can vines, and that'll do it. We'll laugh at him because he laughed at us, and we'll end the stream there. We'll end it on that. That was a good win banner. We'll definitely have more streams. We'll be able to play 2v2s more. We will be back tomorrow, and we'll probably start the same way that we started this one, by trying to climb up in ranked and get a little bit higher. But you know, we'll probably end up deviating, and you know, I'll probably end up playing games with you guys, playing 2v2s, playing against you if you want. Rima, I don't know if you play Clash Royale or not, and I forgot if I added you as a friend or not, if you do play, but if you ever want to join, if you ever want to play a game with me, that's kind of what these streams are all about. So I do like playing games with you guys. I do stream on both Saturday and Sunday. I think I think the last Saturday and Sunday I streamed both days, and I try to stream every day, so I will stream on probably both Saturday and Sunday. I'll see if I can look you up. You said tomorrow we're gonna know the new heroes. That's exciting. I think one of them is the Mega Minion, right? I think I saw that leaked somewhere. Is there a different username? Maybe I don't know if I think sometimes your username might be a little bit different from the Supercell ID, but that'll be exciting, finding out the new heroes. I saw somewhere that it was leaked that like one of them was going to be the Mega Minion. One was going to be the Mega Minion, and I don't know what the other one is going to be. I saw it was like a little helmet. It gave like a little preview of a helmet. This one? Is this the correct one? So yeah, I have no idea what the second hero is going to be. I think I saw someone say that it might be like one of the goblins, like it might be Goblin Gang or some kind of goblin. So I guess we'll find out for sure tomorrow. I'll kind of keep an eye out for that, because I do have Instagram downloaded. I don't use it a whole lot, but I do kind of follow along, and I think Clash Royale is the only account that I follow. So I'll be able to see when they post, and maybe if they post the updated heroes by by the time I stream, we can talk about that in the stream. We can discuss the new heroes. I didn't know that's when they were coming out with them. They're saying it's probably Goblin Gang and Mega Minion. Yeah, I think that's what I heard as well. So that'll be interesting. We'll be back here tomorrow. Banner will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday as well. We'll pretty much be streaming every day, unless the only reason why I wouldn't is like if my mom was on a virtual meeting and she needed the bandwidth, because I think streaming, it slows down the Wi-Fi a little bit. So if if I might stream at a little bit of a different time if she needs to be on a virtual meeting and I can't stream at that time, but I should be streaming every day. I think probably turning notifications on is probably the easiest way, because I think when you turn notifications on, it lets you know whenever I go live. So we'll be back here tomorrow. But thank you everyone for joining. Thanks Rima for being here for a while. I know you were here really early in the stream, and you've kind of stayed till the end. So thanks for supporting. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing a couple games, Banner. And if you'll be here for tomorrow's stream, I'll see you tomorrow.